Do you hear that?
You know what that means?
Something exciting is about to happen.
Right.
I'll just sit here and wait for it.
Race war!
Race war!
No?
Race war!
Well, that's what John Popper was thinking, I guess.
Race war!
We'll get into Mr. John Popper a little later on. He was ready for the race war.
My God. Who knew he was such a kook? Actually, who knew he was such a man after my own heart?
Who knew you had so much in common with Johnny?
With John Popper.
John Popper, well, I guess we should start with that. By the way, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Good morning. Of
course.
The Friday edition. John Popper, lead singer of the Blues Traveler. The Blues Traveler? How about Blues Traveler?
Blues Traveler.
But they pulled him over. His buddy was speeding. I don't think he was driving the car, right?
Not sure of that part of the story. He wasn't?
Yeah, his buddy was driving.
Someone's
speeding. They pull him over. They smell the old marijuana.
Gives him the right to start poking around.
I guess it was John Popper's car. They do a little search, and they found some arsenal.
Yeah.
Do we have the list of things they found in John Popper's car?
You don't need a written list. Just open up your Splinter Cell game and look through the weapons that you use in Splinter Cell. And he had all those.
Just about every single one of them.
Sniper rifle, the grenade launcher, the automatic shotgun. He had the night vision goggles. Just about everything you use in Splinter Cell.
He really had night vision goggles?
Yeah. I think he had one of those winch pulleys that could pull you up to the building where you could then stand between the two buildings in the alleyway and jump down on the guy and snap his neck.
Yeah.
Love that game.
John Popper arrested after cops find weapons, cachet, drugs in his SUV. I guess the car was clocked going 111 miles per hour in Washington State. Inside the black Mercedes SUV, officers found a cachet of weapons and a small amount of marijuana. A police dog searched the vehicle, finding numerous hidden compartments containing 4 rifles, 9 handguns, switchblade knife, and other things. They also found a taser and night vision goggles. The vehicle was seized.
Wow, you had some hidden compartments in there for that, huh?
And I guess he was saying he didn't want to be left behind if there was a national disaster or something.
Race war!
Or
a race war. He basically said, look, if there's a natural disaster, I don't want to be left behind, so I have all these weapons to defend myself and get food.
Yeah, you don't have to, go home and grab them up.
Right.
So whatever happens, you're ready. There you are.
When did John Popper go nuts?
Is that really nuts?
He's nuts.
Or is that, just
Patrice?
kind of living in this environment in this day and age? You must be prepared, and being prepared is a little different in this day and age than it was. Is it any different than people digging bomb shelters in their backyards during the Cold War, thinking they were going to, go down there and survive the nuclear attack?
Nobody who wasn't a one-hit wonder would ever have that many guns in his truck.
See, Patrice just added the one-hit wonder because the 20 minutes leading up to the live broadcast, we've been arguing Blues Traveler and their status as a one-hit wonder band.
I think they're a two-hit wonder.
I mean, look, you never caught Paul McCartney with guns in his car.
That's true.
Because people, when they're successful, they have other people around them that will do things for them.
That have the guns.
No one who actually, there's some exceptions to the rule, like you, who just have fun having bullets in his hand.
Love it.
It makes you feel, I've seen a couple of pictures of you with those rifles, and they're just bigger than you. And
they're great.
Wait. By the way, are you laughing at his arsenal today?
Actually, I would like to, but no, I'm more jealous than laughing.
You're pretty impressed by what John Popper had in his
He's got
vehicle?
a little bit of everything you need.
By the way,
I don't have a good sniper rifle yet.
By the way, he's not a one-hit wonder because he wouldn't have been able to afford all this if he was a one-hit wonder.
One-hit
one song, you can't afford all this
stuff. You don't
stuff.
think the Come On Eileen guys could afford all those guns after that, that song?
There you go. That's the one we were trying to think of. But
these midnight runners, you don't think he could afford a bunch of guns?
Sure, he probably does. Probably got him.
He used to wear the bulletproof bulletproof, the bullet, the gun holster for no reason.
Yeah.
With his harmonica in there.
Shoulder holster with a harmonica in it.
Man, you can see he's a big kook.
But Blues Traveler was not a one-hit wonder.
They were.
They had a vibe. They had a band. They had a huge following. They just didn't have the radio hits.
Do you hear yourself?
Come on, Eileen was a one-hit wonder.
No, Dexter's Midnight Runners were big in Birmingham. England.
Hold on.
And in Flufgard, Germany. They are
Patrice,
big time, baby.
But here's the difference. You wouldn't run out to see Dexy's Midnight Runners in concert. You wouldn't, but you would run out and see Blues Traveler.
Let me not act like I don't know what you're talking about, okay? But let me say this.
Technically, they had one hit, maybe two hits.
Thank you very much.
They had Run Around and Hook, by the way. They had two hits.
And it's not semantics is what I'm not. I'm really there a one-hit wonder. I'm going to tell you why. Because I know the one hit. Now, it doesn't count. If I say Mobb Deep as a rap group is like, oh, man, Mobb Deep's crazy. But you know LL Cool J. You might know one Mobb Deep song, but I know Mobb Deep as a whole group for years, putting stuff out.
Yeah.
You might know one song.
Hold on. You got to help us out. So, one-hit wonder in the rap community? Mobb Deep?
No, I'm saying to you, meaning
I have no clue, so you got to help me out here.
I'm trying to think of somebody that might have been a one hit that you might have heard of one song, but they are way more important than one song.
Right.
But you might have heard it. So that's what my argument is. It's not that they're not a great band. It's that I heard of that one song that they did and made them very famous. Now they may have been popular before and popular after. It's like. But that song made them famous to me, and they haven't did anything else that I ever heard of. So they're a one-hit wonder.
To me, Diddy is a one-hit wonder.
No, it's a couple of...
As in P?
Yeah. What the hell else? After that stupid Sting song, I can't name one thing he's done.
Fair enough, but he's
famous for other things. He's famous for throwing parties.
He's like Paris Hilton.
I was just going to say Paris Hilton for throwing parties
So the Grateful Dead one-hit wonder. They only had one real hit.
I understand the Dead
as far as the charts go and all that.
But yes,
yeah, but the Blues Traveler had that same vibe.
One-hit wonder.
Grateful Dead one-hit wonder.
Nah, the definition of a one-hit wonder is come on. It's Dexy Midnight Runners. Yeah. It's Kajagoogoo with Too Shy.
You're not being fair, though, man. You're not being fair to the one-hit wonder situation.
And a band like Blues Traveler, I don't think they went out there hoping for a lot of radio hits. They were just a good, solid band with a following. They sold a lot of concert tickets back in the day.
Understand? I agree with them 100. Well, 99% except for.
I'm saying the system is flawed.
You're a fan of they have that, like, because my thing is, I said, how come they're not considered a one-hit wonder? It's because of the way they were. You could tell they weren't a commercial type of band.
Right.
They enjoyed their thing. But I'm saying, I didn't know about them. You might be, I mean, Hootie and the Blowfish may be a great band when you go, man, I remember Hootie back in the day when they used to, man, they were great, and then they did whatever they did to become Hootie. Now you don't see them no more, but they still could be good. I'm saying John Popper and them were one-hit wonders because I heard of them during that hit, and I haven't heard of them since. I'm not a fan of them. So I'm sure there's a Dexy's Midnight Runner. I'm sure there's a Dexy's Midnight Runner fan.
Knows
somewhere.
Every song they've ever done.
All of them.
No, you find one today. We're talking to a lot of people. You find one that has the concert T-shirts and it's gonna wait out all
y'all
night.
Hit an album, Funky Dexys. You don't know that one in '72.
Right.
Yeah. Wait till you hear that.
Let's go to Matt in Jersey. Matt, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
Hey. Good morning.
I'm a huge, used to be a huge Blues Traveler fan until he had the gastric bypass surgery. He looks like Fat Bastard from the Austin Powers movies now.
Yeah, well, he's creepy looking. Some people, they could get that stomach thing done, and they look all right. Others, man, they look like they're melting. Like Star Jones looks like she's melting. And other people like Al Roker.
Like our own Steve.
Al Roker pulled it off for the most part. Our own Steve pulled it off for the most part.
He looks good.
But Star Jones, she was in the news, yesterday, because she's going back to court TV. She looks like she's melting.
Oh. She's someone that needs to be big.
Yeah. Some people just need to be big.
Or have the skin chopped off.
Yeah, chop it off or something.
Can you imagine our own Patrice here getting the stomach stapling? You just look good as a bigger guy.
Yeah, but it ain't.
You carry yourself well.
I don't know.
And I just want to lose it naturally because that skin is worse than any fatness.
Like a bat. You just have bat wings.
Oh, just nasty. She is awful looking.
She is ridiculous.
Who knows, though? What would you? You'd probably look like Denzel or something.
Can you imagine?
You lose all the weight, all of a sudden it's like, is that Patrice?
I wouldn't even know what to do. My girl would want me to stay fat. If I ever got sexy, it'll be big problem.
Like you could be, because you don't know. Sometimes you don't know. You see like big girls and they lose a lot of weight and you go, oh, she kind of looked better with the fatter face and stuff. And sometimes they lose and you go, oh my God, there was a babe under there. You know? So who knows? Like Patrice, you're a big guy, but then you lose the weight. You could be like, you know, some smooth Billy D. Williams son of a bitch.
I don't know. I got big face features. I think I'm just.
I think you're meant for.
If I keep, because your nose is gristle, that ain't gonna lose weight. I don't want.
You can't exercise away gristle.
I don't mean to laugh, but you do have big face features.
I have big face features, man.
I'm looking at your eyebrows alone would take up half my face.
One eyebrow would take up.
I think he's on to something.
But like that's the problem Star Jones has.
Yeah.
Because she has a big head.
She has huge eyes.
Giant, like those bloodhound eyes.
Yeah.
And a giant head. And then her body type is all weird, too. Like she lost the weight, but her hips, like her legs are still as far apart as they were when she was fat.
Her hips don't lie.
Yeah. And there is a huge gap between the two legs.
And then what's the nasty scar where the cleavage is supposed to be?
I don't know. If they did a gastric bypass, they did it from her throat down to her, like from where the food goes in to where it comes out.
They cut her heart out. Her heart was fat, too. We're going to get rid of all your organs, bitch.
They had to shave down her heart with a potato peeler.
We taking all your organs. We're going to leave you with one rib and a kidney.
That's all you. Whatever.
That's all you need.
She just looks awful, and she's got this
drink water all day.
This unbelievable scar.
Look at, man.
Hey, everyone's pissed off about the Blues Traveler.
Wait a minute. Before you talk to him, Opie, let
me add this to the discussion. 4, a Blues Traveler album, okay?
Okay.
Sold 4 million copies. Dexy Midnight Runners there didn't sell 4 million freaking albums.
Do me a can before people start going, can you understand what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting John Paul. I'm saying I never heard of him, and I've never heard of him since. I've heard of him during that hit.
Right.
And that's why I call him a one-hit wonder.
I think there's a disappointment. Yeah, they did have 2 hits officially, Run Around and Hook. But I think a lot of people out there were disappointed because they really thought this band was going to just have a ton of stuff that would make the radio because they had a unique sound and they were a pretty cool band.
Yeah.
And they fell short of expectations. Matt, what do you want to add?
No, I don't know. They had 2 hits on the radio, so that's not a one-hit wonder.
All right.
Technically.
All right, let's talk to the black community here. Sonny in Florida. Sonny.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, I'm going to call Patrice out here. He's talking about one-hit wonders, and it seems as though he's like separating like black music from white music. It doesn't really make a difference. I want to see if he knows anything from Africa Bambaataa. Does he know anything about that? What about Planet Rock? You ever heard any other songs from anybody else?
Yeah, At Your Own Risk, all the songs from Beat Street. I forgot the name. It's about 4 or 5.
I know you forgot.
No, well, yeah, but why are you upset?
Yeah.
I'm not defending African Bambaataa. Planet Rock is the big one, but they do have 4 other songs.
I grew up in Brooklyn and all.
But Mr. All You Heard Was Race. All I'm saying is, they're a one-hit wonder. Wait a minute, is Africa Bambaataa a one-hit wonder to you?
Far from. I got.
So then, what is your point, ass? I'm saying Africa Bambaataa. You saying they're not. But I'm saying that John Popper, I'm saying that Blues Traveler is because I never heard of him. Now, if you're a white guy and heard of Planet Rock and didn't hear of anything else, then you can say that African Bambaataa was a one-hit wonder, couldn't you? It would be fair for you to say that, right? Exactly, I did. Yeah, shut up, Mister. Had everything to say. Yeah, that's right. Just shut up.
Leaning on the point that you don't really know.
Oh, shut up. You're just one of those guys.
Thank you, Sonny.
Yeah, right.
Idiot. Yeah, right. Shut up.
All right, listen. At this point, we're going to have to agree to disagree. Because
why don't we just agree to disagree?
We're getting nowhere with this.
Exactly. They don't get what I'm saying. If he's sitting there saying African, he probably knows more about African Bombata than I do. I know about 4 or 5 songs. He probably knows them all. Before breakdance, hey, in 1960, he created African hats. I don't care. It's like I'm saying I heard a Blues Traveler when they made that one song when he played the harmonica and had on his bulletproof vest, and then I haven't heard of him since.
All right. Well,
don't get mad at me.
They're in the category, I think VH1 did it, the 2-hit wonder.
Fair enough.
They had 2 hits.
Now he's running around.
2 hits.
Now he's running around with an arsenal.
Yeah, which is awesome.
He's the woman from Terminator now. He's Linda Hamilton from Terminator 2 now. He's preparing.
He's preparing.
He has a son named John Connor.
I'm John Papa. Cyberdyne. I must get to Cyberdyne.
What is wrong with him? That weed must be really good, man. All right, let's say hi to Tim in Pittsburgh. Jimmy Norton's in Pittsburgh all weekend long at the Improv. He played last night, matter of fact. Tim, what's up? Tim.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, Tim?
What's up? How's it going?
All right, we got a few minutes here. What do you got?
Hey, I got a problem I'm having here. I'm trying to get my girlfriend to have a threesome with me. I kind of think her friend's into it.
Yeah.
But in a way, I kind of think that her friend just wants to get a little bit of me behind her back.
Wow.
No.
Well, we have an expert on the show today. This guy wants to get his girlfriend into a threesome situation with his girlfriend's friend, best friend.
Yeah, one of her best friends, yeah.
But he thinks the friend just wants a piece of him.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's what he wants.
Right.
How old are you, Tim?
I'm 22.
22.
Do you think you can handle the pressure of the intimacy that you're going to want to have with this other chick?
Well, see, this thing I'm thinking about, I'm worried about, once I get this, I'm going to be all over this other girl.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it, but you're too young to think like that.
Yeah, if you're thinking that now, it's over, Johnny.
Yeah, you're too young to. You might as well you might as well do it and then ruin your relationship because you're a young dude.
Yeah, let's be honest. You're 20.
I don't want to ruin my relationship. See, I got a 1-year-old, so I'm with this.
So don't do it then.
All right, you got your.
And another thing, don't kiss her. If y'all do the threesome, do not kiss her.
That's where it gets.
Do
intimate.
not show.
That's where that's going too far.
Treat her bad when you're having sex with him. That's all I'm saying to you. Treat her like garbage.
About just doing it behind her back.
That's a mistake. It's like, listen, if you got a girl, and this is what I'm saying being a young dude, if you got a girl that's willing to let you get some side, as long as the rule is she's there, you're being greedy. You just that's a nasty ego.
Oh, there's always little jokes going on between us, like talking about, I told her one day, hey, I wouldn't mind if you cheated on me as long as it was with that girl, Jackie, And she tells Jackie, because we're on the phone, Jackie's laughing in the background, and I'm like, well, as long as I could be there, too. And then they're all like, oh, yeah, well, you could join in and this and that. They're always joking around.
Is Jackie a slut?
What's up?
Is she a slut?
Who, Jackie?
Yeah, like you think she'll go for this?
I kind of think she is, but see, that's why, I know her cousin and everything, too, and her cousin tries to tell me, oh, she's gonna try to do you and this and that, and she's probably gonna try to do you behind Marcy's back and this and that, and
well,
I just don't want to ruin my relationship. You
know what? Let me give you, this is the one advice you got to have to rise above that. You have to be better than both those girls. You have to be thinking to yourself, they're both idiots, and whatever their plan is, you got to rise above it. So one of them girls might have a plan that they might be anything they want to do with you, it really has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with them. So this other girl may be jealous of your girlfriend and might want to pull that little, that coveting kind of, what is covet your neighbor kind of thing. So she might be just wanting you just for her own personal ego. Rise above both of them. Just get your thing off. Whatever the good radio word is. Just be righteous. Get 2 girls. Do you understand that even getting to the cusp of sleeping with 2 women makes every guy the idea of it makes people horny. You understand what I'm saying? You're almost there. Some guys can't even entertain what you're having a problem figuring out what you're going to do after. Just get some righteous duo. What's the word I can use on the radio?
This guy is at the point right now where all he needs is to get all three of you in a room with a little bit of booze,
lots of vodka,
and the situation's done.
It'll take care of itself. And take Patrice's advice. Don't kiss the other one.
Yeah, don't kiss her.
But you can do anything else. You can do any other nasty thing you want. But as soon as you give her a kiss, it's over.
Don't look at her with longing eyes.
Girlfriends in other room or something.
Huh?
What about if my girlfriend wasn't around? Would it be all right to kiss her then?
Look,
you know what?
Greedy. He just wants intimacy. Dude,
you just want this other chick.
Yeah, you
might as well just move on.
I'm really trying to get this other chick. I've been wanting her for probably about 6, 7 months.
You know what? You might as well bang her and just ruin your life.
Yeah, ruin it, man.
Get it over with.
You're young.
You're young. You're 22. You might as well just do it.
Yeah, because you can't.
The only problem I got is you got the kids, so that you got a connection there. But it just sounds like you want to move on.
You don't want the threesome as much as you just want this other chick.
Yeah. The threesome means nothing to him.
That's kind of true. In a way, I'd rather just have the other chick.
He would just leave he'd leave his girl just sitting there watching.
You call him out. He wants the other girl.
Yeah, you just want the other girl, so
there's no way to save you from this.
That girl, his girlfriend would just be sitting there watching.
Little horny 22-year-old boy. That's it.
Yeah, there you go, man. There's nothing to worry about it. Wait till you get 30.
He just reaches over every so often and pats his girl on the shoulder. Hey, how you doing?
That's what I made a mistake and kissed the girl. My girl goes, we was having a good one too. This girl's a trooper. So I'm kissing her and my girl, she looks at me kissing, she goes, what is this, flavor of love?
I got that. You get some advice from some of the callers, right?
All right, thank you, Ted.
She couldn't stand it. I was doing all kind of creepy stuff.
Yeah.
She was just going with it. And then all of a sudden, it was
like, hey.
She's like, whoa, what is this kissing stuff?
You picked the wrong day to come in. We had H-Cup Jane and her husband. They're swingers.
Really?
We did a whole hour or so on swinging and stuff. And then they followed us over to XM, and we have these Pal Talk cameras, and they did it on cam.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Went into the office, pulled the shades. They had the Liberator. So they got on top of the Liberator.
And sexy people?
And they got on the Liberator, and they started going at it.
She's all right.
Yeah, she had H implants.
Ridiculously big.
That must have been great.
So.
All right, well.
But they went to town. It was, they were able to get right to it.
By the way, I'm doing Black Phillips on the Saturday night.
Yeah. Saturday, razzle dazzle
on XM. Yeah. The pictures of H-Cup Jane are up on OpieandAnthony.com. You can check it out for yourself. Yeah, and they're topless. I mean, look, there you go, Patrice.
Really? Right in the studio?
Oh, yeah, it was...
oh, man, how come you guys don't call?
It was crazy, actually.
We should at least call.
Like speed dial me, any sex stuff like that.
We were pushing close to 1,000 people in one Pal Talk room.
Yeah.
We were getting close to 1,000.
Crash.
Just checking out this couple having at it in our office.
You guys you're not really into that whole world at all, right?
No way. That's what we discussed. I couldn't get past the jealousy part.
No.
No way.
And your girl's hot too.
Well,
I told you at the
yeah, you scared me a little bit.
Opie was because I guess my girl and his girl was like getting along, and Opie's like, no, don't talk to his girlfriend.
Oh no, Jesus! No, this is gonna end immediately.
If I whisper in the air,
honestly,
sick her, get a girl, get a girl, and now walk away.
No, honestly.
Get her.
Honestly, she can handle herself, but I just know you, and I'm like, oh man. Fast forward, all of a sudden I'm on a double date with Patrice and his girl. Are you kidding me?
Opie gotta go to the bathroom. He won't go. His bladder's on the floor because he just won't leave.
Just staring.
Go to the bathroom, dude. What's wrong with you?
No way. Will that ever happen?
Don't leave her alone.
I like you, and your girl is really nice, and I'm like, no.
We're nice people. We're just pieces of garbage.
You're intimidating, though, man. I just want a little steak dinner. You guys are thinking way past that.
As my girl's wiping A1 off your girl's. Wait, you got a little A1
I'm
here.
like, hey.
Get it off of my tongue. I'm like, come on, Craig.
I'm back from the bathroom. What the hell's going on here?
Why Patrice is not on the show anymore? Because we went out to dinner.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, man,
He's like, don't be talking to his girlfriend.
I've heard the story. I love Patrice because he's so open with what he does, but I'm like, no.
That's all you need.
And she's a predator too. What a trooper!
Your girlfriend to come back and go.
Your girlfriend's a predator.
Got a swing.
Oh, she really gets off on manipulating women.
The hunt.
Oh, once you get a girl to get into like changing a girl's whole like, really? So you how do you deal with the jealousy? And then she goes, well, and I go, oh, and I just sit back
and watch her work.
And she brings them to me on a platter.
You're like one of those guys that if you were a serial killer, you'd get your girl to like help you kill people.
We would no question. Me and my girl would go down together.
Yeah,
no question.
You'd be one of those that just like
watch the door. She got a shotgun. I'm robbing the bank, and we out of there. And then I'm like, the cops is chasing us. And I'm like, baby, this is it.
All right. Hey, we got to take a quick break.
Wow.
We got some threesomes on the line here. We got to talk about, we weren't going to talk about American Idol, but Patrice walked in the office and had us all just, we almost all fell down.
A whole new spin on it.
It was really, really funny. We'll get into that as well. And, there's so much to do. We got to figure it all out. Stay there. It's the Opie and Anthony Show with Patrice O'Neal today. We got to add another city to the cities that love us.
And that we love.
We know there's love in all the cities we're broadcasting to. But some of these cities, something's going on. New York loves us lately. Chicago loves us lately.
Yep.
Speaking of which, we got to beat up Eric and Kathy one more time today.
I want to hear a little more of them today.
Before we move on,
please.
We add Buffalo to the list of cities that are loving the Opie and Anthony Show.
Bless you, Buffalo.
Boston doesn't love us right now.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the people or just
the ratings weren't kind in Boston for some reason.
Just
WBCN, man, that's been a big time thing.
Oh yeah, we know. You know, we know the people are there.
This is more a thing that we're doing on the show. It doesn't
ridiculous.
It doesn't make sense what happened in the ratings in Boston. One month they loved us. The next month, 90% of one of the demos just said goodbye. It's impossible. People just don't care that much about anything to have a mass exodus like the ratings showed in this one demo in Boston. It's ridiculous.
If an atomic bomb went off in Boston, then maybe you can justify the ratings going down like that. That's about it.
You think it coincided with the whole
Light Bright
thing?
Nah. Because Boston knew we were right.
Yeah.
Boston knew that they looked kind of silly to the rest of the country.
Yeah.
I'll talk to somebody in Boston.
See what's going on.
Calling some favors.
Yeah.
Talk to people.
See what the word is on the street.
BCN, there's really no talk radio in Boston like that on FM.
No.
None.
No, not really.
Gotta listen to this. Somebody lied.
But let's just say hi to Buffalo today.
Buffalo.
And I want to say hi to Shred and Reagan because they've really, really helped us out in Buffalo.
Yeah?
They used to do the mornings. They moved them to afternoons. They were beyond cool about it. They basically told their listeners, look, give these guys a shot. And, because we had some old listeners that knew who we were, but then we had new listeners, and they're giving us a shot. It's working out well. And then Shred and Reagan, they went to afternoons, and they're blowing up. So the station's doing very, very well. So good morning to Buffalo.
Nice.
Thank you.
And could you send your condolences to the Buffalo Bills? They got rid of Willis McGahee.
Whoa.
He was a great running back for them. So condolences to Buffalo.
Condolences.
For losing him. Sorry about that.
Condolences.
All right.
My condolences.
Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. American Idol, Patrice.
What about it, man?
I thought it was kind of boring last night, and
I didn't.
We weren't even going to talk about it, but then you had a great
How
take
can you
on.
Not talk about.
Well, the big news was they kicked off. What's her face there?
Antonella Barber.
Antonella.
God, she's so.
They kicked her off. I think that was a bad move.
She sings as bad. Let me tell you something.
She is so bad.
As bad as the people you make fun of. Like they do the audition process and the people who can't sing. She was as bad. And last night when they sang the You Gotta Go last song, she made faces at her own self like, you know what, maybe I do something.
I really didn't belong here.
She bit her lip and went, ooh, God, I stink.
She's on the fast track to Playboy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She is going to get a payday. And
Plenty of offers. Oh, look at that.
And I think she's going to go for it, no problem. That girl will be in Playboy before the finals.
I hope porn.
If they're smart.
I see. I never root for people who go, I want to make it. She's one of those girls, and the other girl that got kicked off, they just want it. I don't like people who go vaguely, I want to make it. Not like, you could, if they told her, listen, baby, I'm going to teach you how to juggle, and you'll be famous. She'll go, okay, I'll juggle. Like, she'll do anything to be famous. Which makes her great, but I hope somebody can get a hold of her and do a little porno.
All right, but this is what we're getting at. Matt from Bethlehem, PA, is on to what Patrice was saying in the office today. And he didn't hear what you had to say. Yeah. His feedback is that hula dancing Indian chick is so hot.
It's not even, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You're talking about
I was hoping, what's his name, Sanjay?
I
was hoping he'd get voted off just so I could, like, get on with the healing process of missing him. He's the sexiest boy I've ever seen. When he sung, stepping out with my baby, I was haunted. Stepping out.
You were haunted?
I was haunted by the image of that beautiful boy.
You're sitting at home going, I know I'm not gay, but what is going on
Let
here?
me tell you something. He is so much of a girl, right? That you could be a straight man and date him,
totally
and you
straight.
Not be gay,
and you're not
like
gay.
You go, this is my boyfriend Sanjaya, and they go, cool, hi, nice to meet you, dude, and you're still a heterosexual.
Yeah,
that's how much of a girl he is. He was I was like, please get rid of him so I don't have to feel gay watching his big eyes that don't blink. And his little sweet hula hoop hips, and his
big sunny smile,
and his dedication to his disappointed granddad that died. Not sure he was gay or talented.
That might have been the reason why the grandfather dropped dead.
My gay Indian son.
Oh, he's got the girl hair.
He is beyond feminine.
But
he's more feminine than a lot of the broads walking around.
It's not even flamboyant. Like, you know Ant? You know the guy, the comic Ant?
Yeah.
That hosts, like, the celebrity. Like, he's a flamboyantly gay man.
Yeah.
This kid was cursed with a member. Like,
right.
He was cursed with it.
He's got the male parts, but he's a girl.
He sits down to pee, no doubt. He sits down and pees. He's such a girl. It's not even a gay dude.
Yeah.
He's such a prison prize.
And you just needed
a prison prize.
He should commit a crime. If he loses, he should commit a crime, go to jail, and get treated like the celebrity he always wanted to get treated like.
Oh, they would love him.
You know what kind of warrior fights they would have over that boy?
Oh, the deals that would be made. They'd be trucking in merchandise to trade for him.
I watch it with my girl, and she's talking to me while Sanjay is singing. I'm like, come on, get off me. Don't. Come on, give me some space, baby. I got to watch this boy.
Let me enjoy this weird feeling I'm having.
He's delicious. I wanted him voted off. Get rid of him so I can get him off my mind. So I can move on. I keep looking at Shrek.
But the dot heads out there, they voted him through.
Oh, a
lot of dot heads voting, I guess.
If that's the case,
because he had no business being not kicked off.
If that's the case, he can't lose.
He's got Indians and
the gay community,
and just gentlemen that think he's an attractive girl.
If a third of the Indians voted for him, a third, that's more than everybody in the United States of America. He can't lose.
Oh, there he
is. There he is, Patrice.
Just look at him. He's hoolering.
He's hoolering.
Oh, look at him.
He knows how to move those hips. There's not even a hint of a guy in there when he's moving those hips.
He's beautiful. No Adam's apple. Why did God do this to me? I was a man's man until this year's American Idol.
Patrice walked in all disturbed. He's sweating like, they just got to vote him off. I need the healing to start.
I need to stop the healing process. Because he's so sweet. And he can't sing. I'm just dreaming about him after he loses. Just whispering in my ear, stepping out with you, my baby. Just for me. Go out there and cook some of your traditional Indian food, sweetie.
Well, so to summarize, we lost the hot broad. Antonella Barber is gone, unfortunately. And
and the other hot broad.
And the other, I didn't think she was hot with the kinky curly hair.
She's a hot girl, man. She's definitely a hot girl.
And then the hula dancer dude is whatever his name is, Sanjay.
Hula dancer.
He made it to the top 12. This
when he said that, it's like, now tell us a little bit about yourself, something that most people wouldn't know. And they go to him, and he's in front of this rose bush, and he's just going, well, I like to hula. And then he just started doing this hula dance, and he's spinning his hips like he's working a hula hoop, and he's just got his arms going in hula girl, and then he spins around and blows a kiss to the camera.
Oh, I really had to turn. I kicked my television. I had to pretend to be mad.
Got angry, yeah.
Like, what is this garbage? And I'm just like, look at his eyes. That sweet smile. He's just a girl.
That innocence.
Oh,
got that innocence in his eyes.
Those Indian eyes that look like they're automatically wearing eyeliner.
And he's the best looking girl left.
Yes, it's
Melinda Doolittle has no neck and walks around like a robot.
She is Shrekish. But she's so talented because that face, she's a better singer than that face. Like, when she starts to sing, I forget that her face is so beat
She
up.
should win the whole thing, no problem, but she just looks like a mess. She looks like she's in her 40s, and you can't be over 28, I guess.
She's 20. She's going on 30. I think 30 is the age now.
30 is the age?
And America can't vote for her. They can't vote for her. It's just, America likes to see. You know why? Because during this process, I realized something about this. I've been anti-American Idol for every year, but I watch it every year. I've been like, it's like I've been anti. So the beginning, you realize what America votes for. How America would vote for the presidency is how America votes for American Idol.
Yeah.
It's who you go against. In the first year, it was Kelly Clarkson, all-American white girl versus a not sure what he is, black kind of Puerto Rican dude, and that Guarini guy. So it's like, of course, a all-American white girl wins. Second season, it was a homosexual versus a giant black man.
Black trumps gay.
Black Trump.
I see where you're at.
Gay.
White trumps black in America. Black trumps gay in America.
Now, Fantasia, if I'm not mistaken, the girl she went against at the end was a Jew broad. Jewish girl versus American black girl. American black girl wins.
That's a surprise in some circles.
Long-haired hippie, because you know who ends up voting. Long-haired hippie type of rocker dude versus all-American white girl.
Yeah.
All-American white girl.
That's easy.
And then goofy, idiotic white boy versus slutty kind of trampy white girl.
That was where it doesn't work.
No,
they should have went for slutty white girl.
America can't see, because you got to go. A lot of people take American Idol very seriously. No one votes up until the end, so that's why it's a lot of disappointments. And then at the end, that's when rednecks go, "Damn it! I'm not gonna let this be. I am an American, and this is my idol, right. And I am going to vote." And that's when rednecks galvanize to vote for who's going to be. I'm not going to let this whatever be my idol. If it has to be between this one, a homosexual, or a giant Negro, I will not let a homosexual be my idol.
All right, you're on to something. Hey, hold on. We got someone that wants a threesome here. George in Queens. George.
Hey there, George.
Wow, we had a great energy. George, come on.
Nothing.
Anytime there's silence, I'll just sing "Stepping Out" with my stepping out.
All right, George, call back then.
My baby.
All right, we'll go to Lee.
I don't even know the words.
Lee, what's up? Well, we started talking about threesomes, and we got another one on the line. George, that was a good one, but he wasn't there. Lee, what's up?
Hey, nothing much. I wanted to say I got a problem with mine when I did it. I kissed her and everything else. I jumped on my girl's trampoline a couple of times and went buck wild on the other girl forever. And from then on...
Wait, so you... All right, hold on. So
you were being a little selfish.
So everyone agreed to the threesome, and you were being sort of polite with your girlfriend or wife, whatever. But the new girl, you just went animalistic.
Yeah, like I was on Lucky Charms or something. I don't know. I just sugar wild all over her, and...
You know what the problem is, dude? And this is the problem with men in general, us right now. Even though he's living his dream, sort of living his dream, here's what we do. We do stop the complete honesty process. here's what you have to do next time you get in that situation is explain to her the nature of why you did that. Now, I had to explain to my girl because we had this argument about it. We watched this prison movie, not a prison movie, a prison documentary on E, and it was about like Ohio prison, and there was this dude. He was the head of the Crips. Now, I am an out of shape middle aged man. Sometimes I'm ready to go sexually, but it's not like I used to be. Right. This guy was a virile animal, and my girl could not. She literally sat there. We're watching it. She couldn't keep herself from going, because I felt that his madness would destroy both of us. Then she was thinking, oh my God, look at this hard dude. What she's thinking in her head, what he would do to me. So I had to explain to her, look, sweetie, I understand. You look at that and you go, oh, now I don't offer what you know this guy's going to. I know I don't sexually. This guy's in prison. He's mad. He's going to kill her. You have to explain to her, sweetie, I love you, but do you realize I don't want you around when we're doing threesome? I am really doing our relationship a favor you're doing me a favor by allowing me to get this out of my system. But you got to understand, when I want a threesome, I want a different girl. I want to kiss. I know I don't kiss you like I used to. Because you're the same. Nothing I do. Men like to manipulate. That's our problem. You want to manipulate. You want to see new panties come wiggling down. You want to see you want to taste a new taste.
Trampoline.
Yes. So your woman, you have to explain to her, sweetie, this is what you might have to do, dude. You might have to get her you might have to do a threesome with a dude.
Can't do it.
But see, you can't be like that. You can't be like that.
Touch me, I gotta kill him.
All right, wait. So Lee, you ended up kissing the other girl, and that caused the problem with your wife?
Well, that wasn't the only thing. I mean, the girl, after we was done, she got frisky, and I got frisky with her. My wife wasn't with her, And, now 18 years of paying for that little rug rack me and her had, it's just... She
wants her to leave right away. You wanted to cuddle. I did, too. I don't want them to leave.
Right.
I kind of want to hold them and look at them, but you still love your girl.
So Lee,
look at them.
So, Lee, you guys still together?
You're collecting.
Well, we are somewhat together, but I tell you what, I just can't go there again because I might lose total control and kick the.
Yeah, these threesomes sound like a good idea at the time, but it sounds like it causes a bunch of problems. It's a lot of rules,
but you gotta. But see, the honesty you use to explain, like the pimpness that you need to even get your woman to do that, you need
that was her idea.
There you go. Now you got to throw that in her face. Don't be ashamed to be petty.
Yeah.
Okay, it was your idea.
What the hell?
Your happiness is key, man.
It's your idea, the heart of the steak, and I love steak. What the heck, man?
You didn't know what this was going to do to me?
Yeah, and
so I overate. Jeez, I mean, you know how much I love the steak.
Yes.
How much? Supposed to do.
I'll tell you one thing, though. It is one of the greatest things when it's happening. But the guilt that you get when your girl looks at you and says, "Was she better than me?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love you. Just always throw love.
Well, love and lust, they both start with L.
No, I love you, baby.
All right, Lee.
I'm punching out.
Thanks for sharing. We got to take a break. We got Patrice O'Neal in studio. We might have the story of the month in front of us.
Oh, another candidate?
And, we haven't played in a few days. We got to play the story of the month for Patrice. A new bit we do.
All right, let's hear it.
We try to find the best story of the month. One of those just
It's got to be real freaky.
Yeah, we got a great one that started off the month, and now we're just trying to beat it. And I don't think we're ever going to beat it.
I don't know.
But we got a nomination after the break. Also, people they're just starting to wake up on the instant feedback on the phones. They're starting to they're starting to chatter about the dice thing from yesterday. So we'll get into that a little bit today as well. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Patrice will talk, and for a little while you're going, I cannot even wrap my mind around what he's saying. But then, you almost start going wow, yeah, that's... Why am I even understanding what he's talking about?
He goes right to basics.
Yeah.
Right back to basics.
He breaks it down to a primal level.
That's his brilliance right there. Patrice, we've started this story of the month thing, okay? Because these crazy stories are popping up every day at this point, and we're trying to find the craziest story. And I guess we should just play the one that's the current leader.
Yeah, this guy's a trip.
Listen to this guy.
The arrest itself of a middle school principal selling drugs out of his office. Well,
You know, I'm gonna do it the way we did it the first time.
Yeah, because
I think there's people out there hearing this for the first time. So let me do this again, and I'll stop after that point. It gets so much worse than this, Patrice, you can't even imagine.
Yeah. It takes quite a turn.
Hold on, let's get the first part out.
I like him already.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get the first part out.
The arrest itself of a middle school principal selling drugs.
All right, so you got a middle school principal selling drugs out of his office. He got caught.
Get sent to the principal's office, you leave with some crack.
So,
isn't that great?
Patrice, I ask you today, how does this get worse? It gets worse, let's see, 1, 2... There's 3 other things happening in this office, I do believe.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah.
Now, when he's selling them,
is
it worked out where the students know it's the students buying them, and then they do something wrong so they can be sent to the office to go buy drugs?
Yeah, it's a whole school just doing things wrong.
It's a middle school, so I'm thinking, wow, yeah, who is he selling the drugs to?
Yeah, the kids.
All the kids, you think? I think he's got some outside business.
They're selling it out of his office, but he's not moving kilos. He's moving like Tony Montana quantities.
That's what I'm saying. He has the surveillance system in the back. He's cursing his wife out. He got Nick the Pig is in it. Angel Salazar.
Nick the Pig.
Wait a minute. It has to be something with the students where, you know, they do something wrong, go to the principal's office, they go there, sell them the drugs, and they come back with a note and says, hey,
everything's cool, yeah, he gave me a warning and some drugs.
What do you think?
What else he's doing?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Mel.
Middle school teacher selling drugs from his office.
Prostitution ring.
All right. Well, there's 3 things, though, so.
Prostitution ring, drugs. The only thing left is extortion. Like, there's no other crime. It's not murder.
No,
it's not rape.
Oh, wait. There's
no murder.
Yes. There's 4 more things to go. Here we go. I'll stop it after the next one.
Okay.
Of his office. Well, that's unbelievable and bizarre enough. But what we've learned tonight, some police sources say, is shocking.
Well, I'm not going to comment on the circumstances of his arrest.
But it's the circumstances during the arrest of 50-year-old John Acera that makes this case incredibly bizarre. As we first reported, police arrested the Nitchman Middle School principal on drug charges at his office Tuesday night. But that's only part of the story. Tonight, police sources tell me cops were shocked and in disbelief when they stormed his office. Sources say not only did they find drugs, money, and a pipe, they also found Acera completely nude.
So there he is.
Just know what he was doing too? And he probably didn't say it. Masturbating to pictures of the 8th graders, like the files. He had the files all on his desk with coke.
That's an option. That he was taking care of himself.
Don't use that word. They don't like
they hate that word.
That's all good. I think they know what you're saying.
But they, that he was doing taking care of himself to files of the students.
So far we got
He was up to Z.
We got selling drugs.
Right.
Doing drugs.
Naked.
He's naked.
Gets better.
When the cops come in.
Wait, is that the 3 things so far?
No, I guess there's more than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's at least 2 more here.
Okay. This is
completely nude and watching gay porn with...
Watching gay porn, completely nude, selling drugs. The cops must have just been dumbfounded when they busted in and go,
how did he get caught? They just saw a light on in the school?
Yeah.
It's 1 in the morning.
And a shadow of a fist going up and down.
Seen that flicker,
What is he making, a rabbit?
He was showing it on the train accident. He had actual film to click and film.
Like an old school projector. He's watching an old stag film.
With no sound.
Old 1957 gay porno reel.
Oh, my God. This dude is a maniac.
It's so old and dirty you could get a disease just by watching it.
You know what's scary though? It scares me about myself. Is that you go, I haven't really done anything in my life. Like, you go, how did this guy? He made it through life.
Yeah.
Up to this point.
Up to that point.
Yeah.
He made it through.
He didn't decide that day he was going to be a little freaky.
Like those intrusive thoughts he finally succumbed to the problems the demons that was in his head.
Yeah.
And he got it at the highest level, school principal.
We're getting info. He sold the drugs to undercover cops, so they were getting suspicious.
American Films presents The Homosexual. Homosexuals abound in our cities.
He's just sitting there.
You got the dancing hair.
Yeah. Got to do that thing that the AV kid knew what to do with the eraser or the pencil when the film screwed up.
Oh, my God.
Here is a homosexual, easily identified by his swinging hips and his feminine clothing. Avoid the homosexual at all costs, for they can turn your son into a homosexual.
1940s voice guy, what do you think of the American Idol Indian dude?
Now that kid is cute. Hubba hubba. He should be nose art on the next B-17 that rolls off the assembly line.
Nose art? Oh, my God.
I'm sure he's a pinup for many a GI overseas.
And that's not gay, right? Because he's more feminine than manly? What's going on with him?
Yes, don't make me talk about it. I'm feeling guilty enough. Remember, homo equals communism. Better dead than red or gay.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe this dude, man.
All right, listen, it gets better.
Oh, it doesn't even end there.
There's one more thing. Here we go. This will end it.
Completely nude and watching gay porn with sex toys in his possession.
So he couldn't even just do it himself.
And the thing we said is, why couldn't he just do this at home? Like, there's some things you could just do at home. You don't need to be out
at your office.
At your office doing these things.
It ain't evil enough. He did that. It really is. You start. It's like drinking. You need more and more. You got to stop.
More evilness.
He needed more.
He just needed more evilness.
Or perhaps who knows if he's got a wife, and this was his only sanctuary away from. No. He can't.
He had a roommate.
Oh, a roommate.
50-some-odd years old with a roommate.
Nothing sadder than an old queen, right? See them walking around like that. You ever go to the Halloween parade down there? Down in the village? And it's just nothing but flamboyant gay people.
You never asked that question. As a matter of fact, is that...
Hey, did you ever
go down to Sweet Booties over on 3rd? You've been there, right?
You ever head to the mine shaft? It's a nice place. Just grab a drink.
Right.
I was thirsty, a little parched. I figured I'd go into the manhole down there on...
This is always so disconnected from just... Hey, you ever go down to that the gay parade now? And as a matter of fact, and then we'll go, no, go ahead. What's your point then?
What happened?
What's your point,
sweetie?
Why are you going down there? and get ready to say, you ever go down there and notice how sad those old queens are?
The old queens. Yeah, because you walk around and gay seems to be for the young. Gay is for the young. It's just not like you see young guys and they're on their floats, dressed in their leather with the assless chaps.
One of the most brilliant statements ever made about the gay community is that effing is for the young.
It's for the young.
It's one of the most brilliant statements ever uttered by our own Anthony
Cumia.
It's
not meant for old people.
So what do you think is the age limit to turn gay?
To turn gay?
To say, I am out of the closet. Where you go, if you're not gay by now, don't be gay. Fight it.
I think to turn gay It's got to be pretty early.
You got to think you might as well just do it real early.
To be gay.
So you can get a lot of action in.
Like, then you could be gay, right. You be gay, you get a lot of action.
You don't want to, decide you're gay in your 60s.
I think...
Who the hell is hitting on you?
What's the point?
I think when you hit, 40, it's over. No more gayness. And that's pushing it. Yeah. Then you got to just, abstinence.
It's for the young.
If you're not into chicks,
it's for the young.
You just got to lay off everything. Because there's just nothing sadder than, you see these 55-year-old queens walking around the parade, and they're just, the young guys are looking at them going,
Did you see Richard Dreyfuss in Poseidon?
Yeah.
That was a sad gay guy.
Sad old queen.
He was just sad that he was in that movie.
They all had lost their life partner to some horrible, tragic disease or something.
The only thing that makes, you able to really deal with gay guys really is the idea that they're just somewhere doing some animal stuff in the back
just some
alley.
unspeakable act.
But the idea of truly love, gay love, bothers me. Like watching the Poseidon and watching Richard Dreyfuss play this really sad gay guy who's gonna kill himself over a dude, and you just want to go, you fruit. What's wrong with you? Like that's the only thing that makes it acceptable is just
you're like that's not why you're gay.
You don't be gay to love men.
Right.
We were over at the.
You're not gay to actually love.
Get out of here with your love. I don't want no man's hand cleaning sleep out of my eyes or telling me picking a crumb out of my beard,
tucking me in at night.
Take that thumb. You're drooling, dear.
I get uncomfortable when my woman's feminine hands touch me too much. Get away from me. I'm itching.
Man hand gets on you.
Really
some knuckly, veiny hand is touching me with love. It's like if I'm gonna be gay, I want your hands only punching me.
All right, listen.
We were over at the office over at the satellite over at XM.
Yeah.
And we're watching a porn tube. It's the porno version of YouTube.
Sure.
So we're in the office watching that, and they have a whole section that's nothing but gay. So, of course, one of the staff members, I don't even remember who it was, Dan's willing to sell out anybody at the drop of a hat.
Derek.
It was Derek. He hits the gay tab, and now it's nothing but gay videos. And we're watching just laughing, because we've said it before, two men having gay sex is just hysterical. It's the funniest damn thing to watch, because there's always one guy who's the guy, and then one guy who's playing the part of the woman, but he's still, a guy, and it's blatantly obvious.
It's the and the E.
Yeah, the and the E. And they're going to town, and we're laughing at everything, because it's just, I'm sorry, and a lot of gay people see, this is what we have to overcome. Now, straight guys are going to watch that and laugh, because it's just funny to watch. It looks silly. That's all. And then they lean over, and we're laughing, and then they start kissing, and that's when the whole room goes, oh no! You can watch the most barbaric sex acts and laugh and go like, oh my God, look at... But the second they get intimate with each other is where you draw the line and go, okay, I'm tapping out.
And if I always say, it's you joke about it, but I go, if a woman didn't have one, I can understand. If she didn't have one, if you go, what is this thing that men have here that's there? Women have one. What the hell is it? What is wrong with you?
All right, listen. So, after this conversation, this story's not going to make it to story of the month.
Story of the month.
Let's give it a shot, though. We got a British granny in the news.
Patricia Tabram grows her own cannabis plants at her home in Humshoff near Hexham. She uses the dried leaves to add flavour to her cooking, putting them through a liquidizer before adding the results to casseroles, soups and her favourite drink, cannabis-laced hot chocolate. She says the
hot chocolate, cannabis-laced hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
And now for something completely different.
The drug relieves her aches and pains and has been running her own publicity campaign alongside the court appearances, extolling what she claims are the benefits of cannabis use.
I'm using it. I had it this morning in my scrambled eggs. I'll be having it this afternoon at lunch, and I'm not giving it up.
She's not giving it up.
Not giving it up.
She's adding it to all her dishes there.
Oh, rather.
The drug dealing gay principal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not even.
No, it's not even close.
Not even a blip on the radar.
That's a commercial for what he did.
Today at Carlisle Crown Court, she was ordered to do 250 hours community service and fined £1,000, avoiding a prison sentence. Despite that, she was still defiant.
I think it's typical of the way England has turned in the last 10 years. We haven't moved forward into the 21st century like the rest of Europe has, or like Canada has, or Australia, or New Zealand.
What happened to America?
Spain, Italy. All these countries have decriminalized cannabis and are allowing people to grow it in their own home, just one plant at a time for use by the people in the family.
Yeah.
That was a very compelling argument you just made.
She really did. One plant, I just pick a few leaves off like it's like a basil or oregano. And she's just sprinkling it in.
All right. E-Rock is just looking at pictures of Antonella Barbara. And then he shows like this unbelievable picture of just her back. And you can see like a boobie,
her little butt crack and the side of her boob.
A boobie, peeking out. Here's the problem, though.
What?
You get to see the butt crack. He did. I was ready to yell, scroll down, and then you did, thank God. If you're going to have these pictures all over these screens, make sure we get the final shot.
Oh, of course. The money shot.
He was teasing me. I'm like, will you scroll down so we can see the money shot here? The top of her crack there through the jeans?
He rocks the tease.
Let's go to Big Steve in Jersey. Big Steve, you're on the Opie and Anthony show. What's up?
Hey, Big Steve.
Yeah, my name's Pep, and I'm on the show, and you guys are degrading fags. Can I say that?
Are you for real?
I'm really serious, and I really feel.
All right, it's this guy.
Yeah. Big.
The way that you guys talk
shut
about
up.
homosexuals.
All right, you're not going over.
No one's buying into it, sir. If you're going to try to get to us, you got to do a much better job.
Get right to the point.
We've been doing this for a long time. We could sniff you guys out.
Get right to the point.
Well, basically, I love you guys' show, and Ope, I want to, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, what an awful caller.
You can thank Big Steve for us taking an early break.
It's his fault.
It certainly is. Let's not forget about MacBook Karaoke, though, before we go here for a second or two. Go to www.923freefm.com. The whole country is eligible for this contest. You got the details on the website. Win the new MacBook, sleek and sexy. Create everything from music, movies, greeting cards, podcasts, websites, and more. Head to the Apple Store or apple.com to check it out. I guess we're going to start getting winners, next week, maybe? I think next week we start giving away MacBooks. I'm not positive. Go to 923freefm.com for all the details. MacBook Karaoke is back. You want to get into the Dice thing next?
Yeah, that happened over the other side.
It was quite interesting, and we'll talk about it next. Sure. It's the Opie and Anthony show. It's the Opie and Anthony show.
I don't see things like you do, Patrice. Relationship
You know
stuff.
why? You're 77 years old.
That's what it is.
You had a heart attack, and that just
when you reach 77 years old.
Just takes your anger. Once your aorta's closed up, your anger's gone.
I had a stent put in. It's fine.
Once you have a balloon to open up your arteries, it's just no more of that visceral meanness. And you know Opie's anger's gone because he has broccoli and tomato salad every day.
Well, yeah.
Have a piece of steak, you bum.
I eat my steak.
You do?
Absolutely, yeah.
You don't find that the more and more your girl gets comfortable with you, the harder it becomes, the more she loves you and the more you are growing.
See, you don't want anyone to love you. That's your problem. I'm digging the love thing. I don't think you want anyone to actually love you.
That's not true.
I don't know, because you, I don't know. You don't completely commit with your lady.
Wants the audience to love him. That's what it is. He wants love when he hits that stage.
I do.
I have no problem. I have no problem admitting I'm loving the love thing.
She's the more. Okay, you've grown. You didn't start off just being in love, right?
I got hit hard and early. Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
Which is kind of different for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love you.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Pow. First date, it was magic.
First kiss, ridiculous.
Lightning bolts.
Like they say.
I can't
like
talk
they
my way
say.
through that.
Like they say in movies and stuff. What do you want me to say?
Love at first sight.
I would love to be Mr. Cool Guy here.
I'm not being
and
cool.
be tough dude, but
it's not being tough. Who falls in love right away? What guy?
Dude, look, I'm an older dude. It happened. I don't know what to tell you.
What did you fall in love with right away?
It was just a feeling. Right off the bat.
Do you see what I'm saying? You don't even
a kiss in an alley, if you need to know. One lousy kiss in an alley, I was done.
And it was.
I knew that.
Your heart started beating faster.
I knew at that moment I was done.
I want to get up and punch you in your face.
Dude.
I just want to punch you right in your face for that.
You know what? It doesn't.
Who does that? Who falls in love like that?
But dude, it doesn't follow. It didn't. This isn't following a pattern as far as myself and my life goes, though. I'm telling you, I'm tough.
It just hits you like that.
It was one of those things. I'm tough. Trust me. I really am.
You see, this is not an arranged marriage like in India? Did your parents hook you guys up?
Oh, yeah, right. I think if the parents had it their way, they would not be doing the hooking up.
Opie's parents,
especially at first.
Chinese.
No, in all fairness, they like me now, but, you know, they're like, shock, older, what are you doing? But now, I think there's, everyone's getting along just fine.
I want to be loved. I just don't want you to think that I don't want to. I'm just saying... It can be, and I think more guys are like me than like you, where they feel the more they give love, the less happy they become, the more love you give. Because girls get abusive and they get a little unappreciative. The fact that I'm inclined not to love, I'm inclined to run around and love being selfish.
Yeah,
so
see, that
like
isn't like...
If I stop being selfish, man, that's a big deal, man. Please, you know, my love is not cheap.
You've made your own definition, I think, of love.
My sex is cheap. I'm a whore. Like, to get me sexually, like, and that's another thing. My girl, she just know. Like, my girl is hot. I really got a nice looking girlfriend.
Yeah.
But she knows she catches me looking at websites. I'm looking at sweetfatty.com. A bunch of fat messes with rolls, and she's sitting there and
is there really a website, Sweet Fatty?
Sweet Fatties. It's a thumbnail, and I just sit there and watch those big monsters, and I just enjoy them. I enjoy big fat girls. Like those sexy big fat girls.
How funny is that? You're just like, this is what I'm looking at. What can I tell you? You don't even attempt to hide it.
So it makes her mad. At least if I was looking at like Antonella or a bunch of them, she'd feel like, okay. But she looks at these messes.
That's the beauty of Patrice, you know. Most of us, you know, your girl goes into the kitchen or takes a shower. You're doing some quick searching, but with you, you're like, it's right in the open. This is what I like.
I'm looking at fatties,
sweet fatties,
and fat girls make her sick. When she sees gorgeous women, gorgeous women could be in my face like, oh yeah, so funny and blah blah blah. My girl be like do. As soon as a fat girl's like, hey. I loved you, and then she just knows I'm thinking about sumo wrestling. I'm thinking about arm wrestling this big fat girl, because I do like fat girls like that.
All right, listen, we got to go to Paul in Yonkers. I put myself out there. Paul, what's up?
Hey, you're making me sick over here.
Thank you.
I was wondering on that romantic sweet kiss in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Was Opie hanging upside down by a spider web?
Yeah.
You know, in the rain.
It was raining.
He pulled some of his mask up.
Yeah.
All right, Paul.
Thank you.
All right.
Like most guys don't happen.
Hey, let's move on.
No. Wait a minute. Let me just say why you can't fall in love with a woman first. Let me just say it can't happen for us.
All right.
They're not selling anything other than their looks in the beginning. Like, your girl is gorgeous.
Look, I needed...
That's all she needed to be.
You know what? You're absolutely right. But, you know, I still needed info. I wasn't just taking it sight on, you know...
You just said you loved her like that.
Well, but I still had to, you know, make sure, you know, this was right. I think you fall for a girl first because of her looks. Absolutely. But then... After that, you're hoping there's something else there. Or you're moving on to the next girl that you think is hot.
So how long was it?
So
altogether,
I was like, wow.
Say I love this girl now. I'm official.
I mean, I didn't say I love you for, you know, a while after that. But, but you know, I was having some feelings. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But then I obviously had to get more info and get to know her. Yes, of course.
One more question.
Oh, bro.
One more question.
I'm sweating like a pig.
Listen, one more question.
Someone give me a towel.
Did you ever, and this is a question to you, too.
Yeah, why don't you point at him?
I'm asking.
Get it off on me.
Listen.
Look, he's there with his doe eyes. Ask him a question.
Did you ever go through a frivolous woman time in your life? Meaning, just enjoy your sexiness for like a good 2 years where it was numbers. It was numbers. Quantity, it was not quality. You ever go through that?
It was a period of time, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, but
were you juggling like 5, 6?
He was married
years
for a while, though. Like, he did that when he was younger, like anyone else, but then he was married for a very long time.
You juggled back in the day?
Yes.
All right, fair enough. That's all I need to know. I need to make sure y'all at least juggled.
Oh, juggling.
Make sure y'all juggled a couple of times.
All right, listen.
Y'all really make me sick with your covert relationships. You make me sick.
You make us sick that you can't feel love, all right?
I do feel love.
You're loveless.
She makes sure I take my diabetes pills every day.
You're loveless.
She checks on my high blood pressure.
Look,
she loves me. I love her too.
You got some brilliant theories and all, but you're loveless.
I'm not,
you're scared of commitment. You're scared of love.
I love my girl. Why would you say that,
It's
man?
the Patrice O'Neal definition of love.
Right.
I love my girl, man. I willingly give.
How sad would you be if she left you?
As sad as I could be.
For how long?
Until I found a 19-year-old.
See?
How long would you be saying?
I'd be devastated, to be totally honest.
Would you stop doing a radio show?
No.
Not that devastated.
Maybe for a while. Maybe I'd have to take a week or two.
Maybe I'd have to take a little time to take a vacation.
Not that devastated. Not that devastated.
I gotta lay on a beach for a couple of weeks.
And you know what? Him just saying that gonna give him some problems later. You wouldn't stop doing the radio show if I left.
Dude,
watch.
You know she's cool. She doesn't.
Yeah, she's cool.
She doesn't play it that way.
She's cool.
All right, listen.
How do you know, Patrice?
Yeah. How
Who
do
are
you
you
know?
talking?
I've talked to Lynn.
All right,
I've talked
stop,
to her before.
Stop. You can say her name.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you said her name.
Just,
I've talked to her before.
All right, but
cool.
just keep it
very nice.
Just keep it, small talk. All right.
It is small talk.
Yeah.
I'm
on the stage trying to,
I asked how big you were.
I'm trying to entertain. I'm trying to entertain the people at, at the Hard Rock, and I'm like, where's my girl? Where's Patrice? Small talk is okay.
She knows I'm a nice guy.
And then she comes back. Well, he hinted maybe we should all go out to dinner someday. I'm like, no.
What that is? Dinner will be under like a wooden box with a stick with a string tied to it. That's what dinner is.
Small talk is good.
I don't know anymore. All I know.
See, I have a dilemma here. I really do, because I really do like Patrice. I've hung out with him just a little bit. I'm not trying to make it sound like we're best of friends, but we've gone out to dinner a couple times and we've had a really good time. And my girl really likes you a lot, thinks you're really funny, and she likes your lady. But I know what you guys do, so it can't happen.
But if she's not into that, first of all, stop being so selfish. That's one. Second of all, have you ever discussed that?
What?
You ever talk about that with her?
She would never go for that. And we talked about this the other day on the show. I couldn't get past the jealousy part. I think a lot of guys
of another woman.
Yeah.
You would be jealous of another woman being there?
I couldn't do it. It's too weird, man. We were actually, the discussion was about swinging in general, where you're just swapping. I'm like, no, the jealousy would kill me. I think guys in general have that fantasy, want to see their girls doing other things, but then I think there's a jealousy part, and if you have that, that's why you never pull the trigger and go there. I couldn't handle that.
Let me ask both of y'all this question.
I could not handle that.
If you was doing a threesome, you, your girl, another girl, or put it this way, you ever have sex with your woman, and while y'all having sex, you just have an intrusive thought like, boy, I wish somebody was doing something else somewhere that she can't do something right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, she might be on top of you, and then you go, wow, I want somebody to be doing something. I need something held or something touched while she's doing what she's doing.
What, like an extra set of hands or something?
Yes. Like, I wish a girl was up here. While my girl might be down there, I want a girl up here kissing me, and I'm holding her, and my girl's doing something else. You never just wanted more of a sensation that you can't get with just one?
That's like fantasy stuff. But you know, when you're having sex, it's like you're in that moment.
Yeah, I guess it would be nice.
Enjoy that.
But here's the question:
you want more? You're thinking pile on. Jesus Christ.
You know, the answer
is just like, nah.
If you're going to be honest, the answer is, yeah, that would be nice. But here's the question I got for you. Are you ever just completely satisfied with just having sex with your lady? Like
I find this a lot of times after we do that, I love her a lot more than I did before we did. Like when we do it, I'm just being honest. Like I really go, man, I just love that she is a soldier. That's what I'm saying, man. I gotta, if I'm the general, man, I have me.
All right, listen. Go ahead.
A top lieutenant. That's what I was saying. She's a soldier.
That's what I was saying before. He gets the same feeling. This is the exact same thing a serial killer feels.
Right.
After him and his girl have murdered people. Right. He's like, baby, as they're covered in blood after they hack the body up, they go, I love you, baby.
I'm really turned on.
You are the best. Yeah, natural-born killers, but only with sex.
He's upset.
You are.
He's obsessed today because he keeps going back to relationships and threesomes and sex.
Well,
no, I was asking you, sweetie. I just was wondering. I just don't know much.
We had a moment yesterday on the show. We want to kind of work through it for this side of the program. And then there's people on some of the message boards. Watch, they're gonna replay this tomorrow. Of course, we're gonna replay this. Like we would do on any radio show. When you have a moment, you got to play it again and talk about it a little bit. That's why we're getting ripped off at XM. Because now they're going to take this moment and they're going to bring it over to the free side and play it for everybody.
Yeah.
If you don't understand why we have to replay this, then I don't know what to tell you.
It's not like the old days. Oh, when we would have played it 3 or 4 times.
What are you getting?
Go get an iPod because this isn't for you.
What are you going to play? I'm getting excited now. I'm getting.
It's
from yesterday's show.
See, there's this thing that has happened with Dice. Dice used to do Howard's show back in the day, whatever, and then he had a falling out with Howard, and then Club Soda Kenny actually was listening to our radio show back in the day and heard Anthony doing Dice. To the point where Anthony did Dice back in the day a lot. To the point where people would call, they really thought Dice was now part of this radio show.
Right.
Like no one heard from him for a while, and they're like, "Oh my God, I guess he's doing radio."
Doing that, though.
Thank you,
listened
sir.
Yesterday.
It's crazy, right?
I swear, I thought it was him.
It's crazy. So all of a sudden, Kenny told Dice, "You got to hear this impression. It's unbelievable." And Dice even admitted that it's the best Dice impression he's ever heard. And we started a thing. We became quote. I say quote friends because we kind of knew even right from the beginning what we were getting ourselves into, that he would eventually just be bored and move on to something else, right? And we did some good radio. We sold a lot of concert tickets for him. We got him back at Madison Square Garden. We sold over 10,000 tickets for a Madison Square Garden show, even though it was Game 5 of the World Series against the Mets and Yankees. That's an unbelievable feat. Yeah. Also, the week before, he played 2 sold-out shows at the Beacon that we helped sell out. So we had a really nice relationship. We get fired, and the relationship continued. The guy would call me at home. We were quote, I'll say it in quotes, quote friends. He called me all the time. We talked for hours on the phone. When I went out to L.A., we still hung. And then out of nowhere, he kind of turned his back on Jim Norton. He turned his back on Club Soda Kenny after 13 years of service with no explanation whatsoever. And then we followed suit. Out of nowhere, he decided he had a problem with us. And to this day, we don't know what the problem was.
There's this
Can you
problem.
speculate at all?
Well, his latest is that we disrespected him in front of his kid.
Yeah, that never happened.
When we were getting ready to do the Madison Square Garden show, I guess a lot of this is going to be explained in the clip. But all of a sudden, he wanted Mancow at the show at Madison Square Garden. We hate Mancow. And, what are you doing bringing this guy into our backyard?
And
it's
we've
unacceptable.
been promoting and presenting the show. It was Dice Clay at Madison Square Garden presented by Opie and Anthony.
And then you got Mancow on TV just bragging that he's bringing Dice back to Madison Square Garden because with Dice and the Madison Square Garden thing, and that was the big thing.
And he did nothing to sell tickets because he wasn't and hasn't been in New York.
So we had hold on. We had a confrontation on our show, and we hashed it out. The show went off flawless, and everyone was very happy, and our relationship continued for at least another year radio-wise after that. And then the 2 years I was off the air when I was in L.A., I was still hanging with the guy. No sign of a problem, but out of nowhere he decides it's a problem. So yesterday we get word that Dice was calling Brother Wease's show in Rochester.
Who's to promote his new TV show.
Yeah, who's my mentor in this business.
Was the problem ever, like you said, you guys with the quote signs friends, was there ever like a problem personally, or the problem just became on the radio a problem? Do you know what I mean?
We don't know what the problem is.
No, I'm saying, did he ever go, put it this way, was it all,
he never
Opie and Anthony's this, or was it like, yo, Greg, you make me sick, and this is what
Well, he went on Howard and then completely, try to destroy us. And it's like, wow, that's kind of weird, because...
never a call, never like a phone as a friend.
He has my phone numbers. We were hanging out. I was in his apartment because he got kicked out of his house in L.A. We were sitting there as friends. You would think at that moment, or sometime within that time period, he would pick up the phone and go, look, dude, I got to tell you something. You know, you've done a lot for me, but this is what's been eating away at me. Nothing. But then, you know, he went on Howard and he needed to, you know, to start up some type of noise, I guess. So he decided he hates us now, which is so bizarre. So, and he does all this behind the scenes, and he's a pussy. He all of a sudden turns his back on people, many people over the years, but he never gives anyone an explanation. You know, he does it that way. He doesn't have the balls to confront anyone. So yesterday we get word that he's calling Brother Wease's show. And we're like, hey, we got to hear what this is all about. And Brother Wease goes to bat for me no matter what, because we're really, really tight. He's like, I said yesterday.
So there's no quote signs with you and Brother Wease?
No.
Right.
No, I knew when we started hanging with Dice that it would end bad eventually, because his reputation even back then, you just knew. But it was fun, and we went with it. And he gave us, I'm not going to lie to you, he gave us great radio. It was a lot of fun back in the day. So we got the clip from yesterday's show. We get word that he's going to be on Wheeze's show. And I just wanted to ask him, all right, what is the problem with us, Opie and Anthony? If you hate us, then tell us to our face. Instead of going on Howard all brave and stuff and talking your mouth off, here's an opportunity to confront the guy one-on-one. And this is how it went down.
Anthony really helped this guy's career after it was gone.
His comeback. Anthony did.
They helped it immensely. and then Andrew Dice did.
Yeah, we should add here that we're now we're on hold and we're just listening to Brother Wease's show. So we're commenting, but Wheeze can't really hear us. We're just kind of listening in.
Did a thing on TV, mentioned about this big comeback he had, how he filled these rooms, never gave those guys their due.
Right.
Which is right.
This is why Wheeze is the
greatest. So I'm going to try and mother Hucker Andrew Dice Clay. I'm not really suck at this. But I got to do it for Opie.
I've never seen a side of you. It's going to be fun.
I don't know if I can even pull it.
The evil side of
another Jewish guy.
Oh, you're already crumbling.
I'm already crumbling?
You're already crumbling.
Yeah, I can't. I
doesn't have it in him. He doesn't.
By the end, you'll be loving him.
I didn't learn this from Wheeze.
I don't know.
I learned a lot from him, but not this.
See, then it'll be good.
Now, he's pushing his new reality show he's got following Dice.
Yeah.
Undisputed Dice on VH1.
Which I believe he's on the phone.
Sunday night at 10, I think.
I believe he's on the phone. Sunday nights at 10 starting? It's already been on?
He's got I don't believe it has. He's got a fiancée who's a female wrestler now.
Damn. That's interesting right there.
Blew her off for a broad in Houston for a while, but maybe he's not going to mention that on his TV show.
Do they have him? Or are they just a
waitress at a comedy club in Houston?
I never see it.
You never saw girl wrestlers?
No.
Back in our day, they looked
had them like crazy.
Behemoths.
But how come whenever I turn on the TV, and I don't look at it much, I always see dudes with the hot chick manager act, but not broads wrestling?
No, every one of those programs has at least one girl match.
I'm always missing.
You remember back in the day, Glow, the gorgeous lady, the woman wrestling?
Yeah,
I saw the kickboxing girls the other night. I was over at Moe's. I'll go see what he's doing.
Hold on, I'm getting mother huckered. Now it says on the line here.
What?
It says Dice in 3 minutes. What am I supposed to do? Count it down?
It's like the shuttle.
Mo, is he going to find out when the guy's on the... What am I supposed to do? Look at my watch?
No, you want me? I have a great story here that we didn't do today.
Well, we got tons of that.
No, but this one's... We can't get into something and then stop.
They're in filler mode. I love it when another show...
Yeah, wow, this is what it sounds like. I got 3 minutes to fill.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
People died on the expressway.
Oh, that was a tragedy yesterday.
2 died in multiple car accidents. Really
I guess somebody came across the median and slammed that.
That's how bad as it gets.
Oh, okay.
Here, hold on a minute. Hello? Hello?
Yeah?
Hello? Yeah, what do you need?
Hey, I don't know if we may or may not know this, but Opie and Anthony don't need no help on beating up Andrew Dice Clay.
Well, with Andrew actually on the phone, they do. That's That's what they would want. You don't understand.
Okay. That may be. I just...
Well, they're listening for a reason. You understand? Put it this way. If you and I were friends, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
If you and I were friends and you had a radio show and I had a radio show and you were interviewing somebody I was pissed off at, I would want you to be mean to that person. See what I'm saying?
I understand, yep.
And that's what it's all about.
I didn't know if you may or may not have known that they have lambasted the guy.
Well, I figured. So. I don't know because I don't get a chance to listen.
They lambasted him,
I know
he's
that.
not on the air with him.
But he's not there.
On with them. Right.
Right.
Because he knows he's going to be crushed.
Right. See what I'm...
And I agree with that. Like I said, it's none of my business. This is the bleeding heart, liberal guy.
Oh, are you trying to... Bro, I'm right with you. So you're trying to say I shouldn't be mean?
All right, we're ready.
No.
Well, I got to go. Hey, Dice.
Brother Wease.
What's going on, Dice?
It's been a long time.
You don't remember the Wheeze?
Yes, I do.
Come on.
We spoke a long time ago. As a matter of fact, aren't you friends with... Who are you friends with, Mancow?
No, I don't like the Mancow. I'm best friends with Opie.
Oh, okay.
And Opie's...
I knew it was somebody that I was talking to.
Yeah, I'm best friends with Opie. Opie worked here with me when he was a young, handsome boy.
Uh-huh.
And now, of course, they're bigger than the king of all media, baby.
Uh-huh.
Bigger than the king of all media. Now,
it's good that you're a supporter.
Pardon me?
It's good that you're a supporter.
Supporter ain't the word, man. I do anything for the Ope. And, Ope called me up and said that he's mad at you.
Well, you know what? Are we here to talk about Opie or are we here to talk about my new show?
Pussy.
Both.
You know what? Because if I have a problem with somebody, I go head-to-head with that person, not with no middleman.
No middleman.
You know what I mean?
No, look at my boy Bill.
And me and you have a good relationship, so... There's no reason for us to get into anything.
I just feel bad.
Remember us talking. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, listen to me. All I'm saying, we'll end that. We'll talk about the show. Is, I feel bad for the fellas because they helped you out a lot.
Well, I feel I really helped them out a lot. And, maybe that's something that one day we could talk about.
I hope so.
Hey, does Opie want to chime in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he on?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Bringing this up, you know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what, Dice.
Pretty cool.
Hey,
I'll
Dice.
tell you what happened.
Dice.
Just before we went on the air with you, I was telling my audience, because I'm a bleeding heart liberal and I don't know how to do mean radio. I said, I got to try because Opie and the whole story I just told you, you know about. And I'm not, I said to the audience, I'm not good at this. I can't mother hucker people. So that's the deal, like you just said. But I felt I owed it to Opie.
Well, that's cool. You're being his friend, and that's what's important.
That's what I was trying to do.
And when
he doesn't know about
I got
friends
a book coming out, people will read about my problems that I had with them.
Christ.
Well, obviously you should
get me on.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe
get me on now!
Like a relative to him than a buddy.
I am very close.
Really heavy on this. You really feel bad about this.
Well, hold on a second.
What's the matter?
Oh, you there?
Wheeze.
Yeah.
Dice, what is your problem?
I think you lost. Oh, I think you lost him.
Of course we lost him. Effing pussy.
Did he hang up?
Did he? Yeah, he ran. He hung up.
Oh, man.
I gave it a shot. The best my liberal ass can do.
You did a good job, man. It totally shook him up. And then...
Yeah, who's the pussy now? He has nothing against us. We did nothing but support that guy.
I just think that he's a liar because he said that if he had a problem, he would go to your face, not a middleman, and he won't go to your face. He's got phones, and you could get away to the studio.
Wait, hold on. He just did it. He had him face to face, and he hung up.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the real Dice. There's the real Dice. He's turned his back on all his friends and everyone that has helped him out with no real good reason. No good reason whatsoever.
Now, you just made me break a big rule.
What happened?
I'm Jewish. And he's Jewish.
You guys got to stick together, right?
You made me. Did you hear when he said to me that I sound more like a relative than a friend?
Yeah.
I said, you goddamn right. I didn't say that.
Wheeze is like a father figure to me, a brother to me, and like one of my best friends in the whole world. He covers all those categories. Let me explain to your audience really fast, Brother Wease. The only thing Dice has on us, and it's really, really shaky, when we were helping him get back into Madison Square Garden, we ended up selling well over 10,000 tickets for Dice. He needed our show. We were huge in New York when that was all going on. We sold 10,000 tickets, even though it was Game 5 of the World Series against the Mets and the Yankees.
Oh, my God.
And we pushed, and we pushed, and we pushed. And this was after he sold out
the Beacon.
2 dates at the Beacon a week earlier. Okay, and he admitted that we were really, really supportive, and we were the reason
responsible for him selling those tickets.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Now here's the deal. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Mancow, who we all hate.
He brought him up.
We could all agree, us, Wheeze, and even Howard Stern, we all hate Mancow. Out of nowhere, Mancow starts jumping on TV. He's doing that, Fox slot, and he's starting to talk and saying,
I'm bringing Dice to Madison Square Garden. That's what I'm doing. I'm presenting Dice. You're like, what the? Wait a minute. We're going on every day pushing this thing.
So a day or two before the big show at the Garden, Dice comes in with his kid. And he says that I was yelling at his kid and stuff. I wasn't. I was yelling at Dice because all of a sudden he's like, Mancow's flying down from Chicago for this big show that I'm doing at the Garden. I'm like, are you kidding? Do you understand the relationship we have with Mancow? That is unacceptable.
Wait, was he putting him on the stage?
He was going to be at the show, meaning he's going to be backstage and all that. I'm like, look, dude, this is our backyard. You can't have Mancow come to the show knowing that we don't get along with that guy whatsoever.
Amen.
So it got a little ugly in studio, and his kid just happened to be in the studio. So now he's spinning it, even though we had a great show at the Garden, ended up having a great relationship even after I got fired and Ant got fired. I hung out with him in L.A., went to a gym with him and hung out at his apartment. He showed me all those tapes that have now become this TV show, by the way, years before it happened. Hung out at the club. We went hiking together. There was no problems whatsoever. Somewhere along the line, he got in his head that I disrespected his kid.
You hurt my feelings. I was very hurt. It's tender Dice now.
That's funny how he has pussified himself so much. Hey, at least I got a little Dice interview here.
Ask some questions.
Yeah, Brother Weeze.
Yes, sir. Hey, how's that TV show? I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, it's great. You could see me actually on the bottom of the barrel. This is where I completely sell out, and I turn into a wussy. I sit there, I cry, I put myself out there. You know, I got a poster in my room. It's of footprints in the sand. and during the hardest part of my life, there was only one said, and I went, Jesus, where was you? And he said, Dice, I'm carrying you. And I started welling up. I'm crying here.
Hey, Dice, you're...
better than that would have been anyway.
And, Dice, you're going to be selling out Giant Stadium, right?
Yeah, I'm selling out Giant Stadium.
How the hell is that ever going to happen?
During a Giants game.
Right.
I'm going to be there. I didn't say who's playing.
Hey, Hope, I saw this trailer for that for a minute.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the cat had a show coming on. And that's actually what they're trying to do, right?
Yeah, he's telling everyone he's going to sell out Giant Stadium again. It would be really easy to trash his TV show. I watched it. I'm interested in it because I know all the players and stuff. And I've been in the hotel rooms with Dice when he just babbles all night and stuff. It's kind of interesting because he makes a thing out of everything. But this thing with the kid is so ridiculous. All these guys in this studio right now were there that day. I didn't disrespect this kid. We had a real problem with him because out of nowhere he wanted Mancow at his Madison Square Garden show. But we still did the show. Matter of fact, there was an empty Madison Square Garden. We're backstage, and he grabs me and goes, come here. This is such a special day. I want to remember this moment. We walked out in the middle of Madison Square Garden when no one was around. The place is empty. They're cleaning up, and we took a photograph together. He was so happy that we got him back at the Garden.
You could do that now during the Giant Stadium show.
Yeah,
this is what I'm asking you. Do you think that he seriously believes he's going to sell Giant Stadium?
Yeah. He's delusional.
Yeah, he is pretty delusional.
But it is a backstabber. One of his old guys works for us now. He gave 18 years of service. He ain't going to say anything, and I understand that. But 18 years of service, Dice just blew him off like without even an explanation. Well, that's the type of guy he is.
He's a bridge burner.
And then the crap he used to say about Howard when he was coming on our show, but conveniently he goes back on Howard's show. He's lost.
Help me, Jesus. Andrew Dice Clay. Hey, who's watching? Well, I don't even know what network it's on.
VH1. And we just gave you a moment, too, because Dice hung up. Everyone heard it. Dice hung up on Wheeze's show.
I faced the people face to face. Who's that, Opie? Bye.
That was it.
Because he knows he's right. He knows. We're right. He's just trying to create some kind of drama that is based on nothing.
Well, it's just, I mean, he looks so bad. I mean, maybe he's Howard Stern Jr. They're both pussies.
Yeah.
I mean, how's the guy hang up when he's got a chance to talk to a guy who he just said he would go head to head with?
Yeah. Oh, you totally nailed it, as far as that's concerned. Yeah, he said he'd go head to head. Not knowing Ope's right there on the phone, he gets the opportunity and doesn't go head to head. He hung up.
Look, I didn't puss out. There you go. I was right there to confront him, and I was going to just ask him, like, what's your problem, Dice, with us? Explain your problem with us.
No, he's not going to send somebody over to my house for ambushing him, is he?
He went on Howard and said he's going to wait for me outside my apartment and all that fun
with
stuff.
Flowers. I'm sorry.
But you're going to sell at Giant Stadium.
Yeah, of course.
I think Dice is going to warm up for Jesus' coffin. They're going to actually bring the coffin on stage at Giant Stadium.
By the way, Opie could kick the crap out of that kid.
Out of him?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I went on YouTube last night to look at old Dice clips.
Yeah.
I forgot what a bloated, fat...
yeah.
He had on his shirt, it said Dice Gym or something, and he's walking around this circular stage.
With man breasts?
The man breasts and the bad fashion from the 80s with the pants that are tapered at the ankle, really balloon out like hammer pants. And he's walking around, I go, I have a funny feeling this guy still dresses this way and walks around this way.
Hey, you know how hard it is to find a bedazzler these days to put the studs on my jacket? They used to sell them all over TV. I got that. I got the little pocket fisherman and the bedazzler.
I went to Gold's Gym with Dice in L.A. I had the worst workout in my entire life. He also throws like 10-pound weights at me and says, all right, curl this. And I'm like, dude, are you looking around this room? There's animals in here that were just let out of prison, and he wants me to do 10-pound curls, and he thinks this is a workout. I'm like, Dice, let's just go somewhere else.
Do the fellas in the gym get excited when the Dice is in the house?
They kind of all were laughing at him because he wasn't really doing a real workout.
He just walks around.
Yeah.
Is he chubbed up?
He's always been chubbed up,
Yeah, there was a clip we were watching on his show where he goes to the beach and goes in the water, and he waited till the water was up to his neck, and then took his shirt off and threw his shirt at somebody on the beach.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really get a good look.
That's what I used to do when I had the pimples on my back when I was a kid.
Yeah, right?
Same thing.
I hear you.
See the pimples. Thanks a million, brother. Anthony, we love you some.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, guys.
That was fantastic.
Hey, Wheeze, you're the man. What can I tell you? All right. Brother Wease, everybody.
Thanks, man.
All right, we're back live. That was the drama from yesterday.
Yeah.
He couldn't hang up fast enough.
No.
Unbelievable.
He wussed out.
He completely wussed out. And his show
said he was going to face you.
And his show is called Undisputed.
Yeah, Undisputed Wimp.
Undisputed king of has-beens, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. There you go. We got a break. Oh, the FMQB thing? Yeah, they wrote about it on FMQB.com. All right, we'll take a break and we'll continue. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. So a few people are bitching that we just played that Dice clip again. I just got an email from Eric Logan, our boss over at XM.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, that was unbelievable. I missed that yesterday.
See, even Elo missed it.
He's our boss, and he missed it.
So shut up.
And he listens to the show probably more than almost anybody.
Yeah.
People got to understand the overall game of the Opie and Anthony show. They just got to understand it a little better.
That's the rules of any show. Like, a majority of the people aren't going to hear what you're doing at any given moment.
When you have a moment, you got to replay that moment during a different time of the show because there's a whole new audience listening in general.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the O&A Pets can have fun, with Dice. Have a ball.
Oh, go ahead.
Enjoy that one. I know it'll drive them nuts. A couple other things. I think a bunch of people are going to be hanging out in Huntington this Sunday. Got the St. Patty's Day parade in Huntington Village this weekend. So F.H. Riley's, my brother's joint, is going to be rocking. We're going to be there all day Sunday. I'll be buying beers for whoever's around.
Oh,
no problem. 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village. We'll definitely be there this Sunday. And then next Saturday night, St. Patty's Day, it's an all-out blast, an all-out party. Like, this weekend's more of a hang, but next Saturday, you're even going, right, Ant?
Yes, I am.
We're doing karaoke at my brother's joint for St. Patty's Day. F.H. Riley's next Saturday night, 400 New York Avenue in Huntington Village. I think the only one not going is, like, Jimmy, because he's going to be in L.A. or something.
He's got a gig.
Also, other show news. Next week, we give away a Wii.
Yeah.
We're giving away a Wii next week. We're looking for guys. You want a couple broads or what? A couple women? Or you want just guys? No, the show's been too gay. We need girls no matter what.
Yeah. Get some women.
All right, so we need some girls. We need some guys to come in next week to try to win a Wii.
Yes, a Wii.
You might ask, how are we going to give away a Wii? We're going to show you we have balls.
Yeah.
We're going to show you we have balls.
Right.
We're getting a bunch of people to come down here,
and
there will be water, and there will be a Wii.
We're doing
up for grabs.
Wii for a Wii.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Doing Wii for a Wii.
Delicious.
We're gonna show the entire radio community how to do this bit the right way.
It can be done without killing people.
That's right.
Now, what's she look like?
The girl that died from doing this?
No, this Chinese girl you're giving away.
Not a Wii.
I'm sorry.
Chang Wei? Yeah, she's hot.
So I think it's going to be next Thursday. How are we getting contestants? You want people to just show up and we'll go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or what? What do you want to do? How do we do this?
Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, you got to be a little brave. You got to be a little brave.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of controversy with this girl that died, doing the Wii for a Wii thing. And then we're telling the rest of America and the rest of radio, you could do it. You could do a contest like this.
Can I make a suggestion? You probably guys, because you guys.
No suggestions.
Genius.
No suggestions.
Nothing?
Nope.
No suggestions.
Off the record?
Write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
Write it down. Give me a pen.
I'm not good at writing.
Yes, you are. Don't start that stereotype or continue that stereotype.
Start.
I know. I said start. It's simple.
Yeah.
A Wii for a Wii.
Wii for a Wii. Yeah, obviously, promotion of the same name had a few problems, let's say.
And there will be lots and lots of water on hand.
Yeah.
You might have heard the girl drank way too much, and she never took her leak and went home and died. So,
and the I guess radio show got fired.
And we want to show the rest of America, and especially the radio community, that you can do.
Wii for a Wii can be done.
You can do it. What?
You're buzzing.
Huh? No.
With the fact that the game does what...
You like the game?
No.
You play the Wii?
Yeah. You're a video gamer.
I can't find it.
Yeah, you can't find it.
Well, that's why we want to give one away. It's hard to find.
Because Than's buying them all up to make people think they're popular. No.
Can't find them.
All right,
you can find a PlayStation 3 now, but you can't find it.
No. We'll have more details on Monday, but yes, we are doing the Wii for a Wii contest on the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
And I know a lot of people out there are looking at their radios like, what?
Going to get yourselves in trouble.
Well, the faithful listeners don't like when we take chances with this fine radio show, but we have to. We have to.
Yeah, we got to kick it up a little bit.
That you can't lose your balls. You can't lose your balls if you're doing this type of show.
So we are doing the Wii for a Wii contest.
No one can stop us.
Nope.
We'll do it in a parking lot if we have to.
Yep.
By ourselves with megaphones. We're doing it. A Wii for a Wii next week on the Opie and Anthony show. Also, we got to put to bed Eric and Kathy for now. We've been showing Chicago some love this week because they're liking the show a little bit more in Chicago, and we're looking at some of the shows that are better than us in Chicago, and we just don't get it. There's this show Eric and Kathy we've been beating up all week. Next week we take a look at Buffalo radio. Next week, we take a look at Buffalo radio.
So get together your Buffalo hack radio show clips.
Yeah. Or, well, yeah, you can make a suggestion.
Yeah, sure.
You know, turn us on to one of the really, really bad shows. So, Patrice, you do a lot of radio interviews. You do any of these, like, couple shows? Like, it's the guy and the girl, and even though they are probably both married in their regular lives, they kind of have this weird, like, marital vibe when they're doing a radio show?
No.
You're lucky enough that you don't have to do those shows?
I got lucky.
All right. I'm just trying to set up the bit. Thanks for the help.
Oh, my fault. I'm trying to get used to radio. I had a sense that's what you were doing because I actually thought you cared for a minute, and I didn't realize that. I was like, you know, yes, I should. Yes, I have. By the way,
I was just trying to start some chatter. I could give a crap if you ever did it.
Chatter.
I really am an ass. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead. Thanks for trying to bring me in. That'll be the last time that happens. So, Patrice, nothing.
All right. Well, basically, this show is god awful. Okay. What we did is we got a sample of what they're doing on their show today. Today, Sam? Yes. This is audio from Eric and Kathy's show today in Chicago. And then what we do, Patrice, we take that same clip and we do a little manipulating and we make them sound funnier and edgier.
Okay.
We bring them into our world, the shock jock world.
All right.
So here's audio of Eric and Kathy. Yes, they are beating us in Chicago radio. This is what they're doing today.
Eric and Kathy, my husband and I are on the verge of celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, nice.
1 year of marital bliss. We never went on a real honeymoon and are trying to decide where to go and not spend a fortune. I've heard all of you talk about the vacations you've taken in the past, whether personal or work-related. We were wondering, what did you guys like best?
Oh, boy, that's tough.
Beach and sun and sand and surf. That's what they're hoping for their 1-year anniversary.
I remember the Dominican Republic. I don't know why that one sticks out.
Punta Cana?
Yeah. I really enjoyed that, but the most recent trip that we took...
Puerto Vallarta.
To Puerto Vallarta was good, too.
Yeah.
I like Puerto Vallarta the best.
I think I'm a Puerto Vallarta guy, too.
I think I like Puerto Vallarta because it seemed more accessible and it seemed that you could go out and do more things.
Right, the town of Puerto Vallarta is pretty cool. Melissa's the only one that I know that can sleep while riding over more potholes than God ever created, and she's sound asleep.
That's so true. I did do that with the Dominican.
Right, on our way to Punta Cana. Yeah.
Back to the airport.
Right.
I was out.
Puerto Vallarta was good. I liked Cancun way back when, but then the day after we left, it got blasted off the map by the hurricane. But now it's back.
They recovered.
Back and better than ever.
All right, listen. I got to be completely honest with everybody.
Those guys are great.
I tried,
fantastic,
and I tried to focus and really pay attention. They lost me like somewhere in the middle of that clip.
I think the 8th time someone said Puerto Vallarta. That was annoying the crap out of me.
You guys,
is it?
You discussed.
See, Patrice enjoyed that.
That was.
We don't get it. We don't get why shows like this are popular in other
with the
cities.
whole. Oh, that's hard.
Were they talking?
That's tough.
Were they talking about their vacation
and everything?
Yeah,
they're pleasant.
It does.
We're not mean all the time.
You guys are,
only when people deserve it.
It's gotta have some edge to it.
Some people need to know about, like, you know what I mean. A lot of times, right?
Patrice.
You don't think it's amazing to drive over a pothole and just like not even notice. You don't think it's amazing. You don't think it's interesting.
It is amazing. I'm just playing the part of the bitch on the show.
I know, but you don't need to. You know, let's be serious for a minute.
You're right. Let's be serious. I'll just agree with everything.
Bring it down. I admit I'm in love. Look, I love the listeners, even though I
always have to add something.
I hate them.
No, you have to add something. See, your niceness has to always be added with meanness. It has to be, I'm in love, but you, fat boy, you don't know what love is.
Oh, yeah.
It always has to be mixed. It always has to be...
backhanded compliments.
Yeah, it always has to be some type of Lucifer versus Michael kind of thing. We always got to have the gamut. Why can't you just talk about, hey, you know, it's cold out, and not, whoa, it's colder than a something's breast, you know, or colder than a... Why
people are usually... Wait, that's a horrible... Because most people are miserable when it's cold out. What are you trying to... You're supposed to try to make that happy?
But comment in a nice way about what people are going through.
You know something? I understand what Patrice is saying because I hear that kind of sensitivity when they all get together as comics and sit around at a table and talk to each other. Because all you hear is niceness and there's never any meanness.
Where do you think guys get a lot of the fuel? Look at the guys. I'm just saying, you guys, man, that was very interesting. It was friendly. It was a turn from this, and I'm putting quote signs in the air.
Wait.
This shock jock thing that you guys do.
I actually found that
entertaining.
Sit throughable.
You would sit through that.
Are you kidding me? Let me tell you, if people like that would,
why would other people
would let you?
You don't think I could? I'd rather sit there and have positivity going out in the universe than this constant pressure to be a foul human being.
You know something? Let me tell you something.
This threesome fiasco I'm always trying, just because I think that's what's interesting. But really, I kiss and we hold and we hug and we sleep in really different full size beds like Mary Tyler Moore.
And you think those people are actually
You're
like
crazy.
that? You think when the mics
nuts.
get shut off, you're going to sit around and we're going to like talk about things and laugh with those people? That's the phony.
You might as well look at your toaster and listen to that because you're getting nothing out of a show like that.
Garbage.
Hold on a second because I don't want to lose this girl, and then we'll go back. Or is it a guy? Brendan, Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
I was calling about that whole Wheeze situation that you guys are doing, the Wee for a Wee, and I didn't think it was an original idea when they first did it, when someone died, and now you guys are gonna.
First of all, we did it way before this contestant died doing it, and we just want to show the rest of the radio world that it can be done.
Now I got a solid question for y'all. What if someone does die? Where do you guys go?
we know what to do in every situation.
I think our past proves that we know what we're doing.
Oh boy, I wouldn't bring that up.
All right, Brendan, we're doing the Wee for a Wee. No one can stop us as far as that goes. All right, Patrice.
Wait a minute. Kathy and Edgar, right?
It's Eric and Kathy.
Oh, see? Couldn't even remember the
Eric
name.
and Kathy.
Eric and Kathy.
And I know you're not serious, so
if they
stop.
had a Wii.
If
they had a Wii.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even make they would just go, look, someone deserves a Wii, and they're going to give. No one has to endanger their liver.
We're going to go to the children's hospital and give it away.
To all the whole floor.
Do you understand
that's wrong
that boring?
To give it to a bald child?
No.
No, it's not
But
wrong.
it doesn't make for entertaining radio.
Yeah. Do that in your regular life. Go get a Wii right now and find some kid that has a little cancer act.
Send some money out to
I have no problem with that, but when you're trying to entertain people, you need to keep it interesting. You want people to react.
What kind of action?
Good, bad.
Oh,
huh?
What kind of action?
There's some cancer act. The type he's going to survive, so it's not a waste. Was that too mean? I guess. All right, so listen, we got Eric and Kathy. Now we took that clip. What were they talking about? Vacations?
Who knows?
Wow. They were talking about... Holy Jesus,
right,
I can't even tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, 7 people in this room right now. What were they talking about? One person stepped up to the mic.
I know they started talking about places, vacation places, but I don't know if that was because they were talking about vacations, because they were talking about...
Bad vacations, good vacations.
I can't tell you.
Vacations.
And I was, like, the sound was going in my ears at the time.
Look, I know we have a listening problem on the show, but I sat there and was like, I was just closing my eyes and like squinting. I was trying to concentrate as hard as I could, and they lost me.
Potholes,
I heard that. Sleeping.
Puerto Vallarta
80 times, I heard.
Love and honeymoons.
I started nodding off. I was getting Forrest Whitaker eye. I just started like one eye just started
King of
shutting.
Scotland eye.
King of Scotland eye. I was just nodding off.
You was getting Idi Amin.
Hey, hold on a minute. The word's getting out there. Let's go to Mike in East Northport. Mike, what's up?
What's that?
Hey there, Mike.
Punch out, Maverick. Punch out.
With the what? With what?
A Wee for a Wee. If you guys F this up and I got to go back to listening to freaking Scott and Todd in the morning again, I'm going to slip my freaking wrist.
I got to tell you, man, it's time to take some chances with this radio show. We got to prove to the radio community you can do the Wee for a Wee contest.
And we listened to their broadcast. It was online. You saw what they did wrong.
Yeah.
We know.
We just know.
Please don't bring
We're professionals. We know how to do this. Look, just look at our past. We're good at stuff.
Past record.
We're good at get out
not
of here,
necessarily indicative of future performance.
Don't blow up our spot. We got a Wee, and we're giving it away.
Damn you.
Next week on the Opie and Anthony Show, a Wee for a Wee. All right. So we took the Eric and Kathy clip you just heard about 10 minutes ago, and we threw a few bleeps in there, and now it's funny. Now it's worth listening to. Now it's edgy. Sam's feeling very confident about this.
Oh, okay.
Very confident, huh?
Going out on a high note.
All right.
All right, here you go now, Patrice. This is them sounding interesting.
Well, We can only hope, but I don't think so. He's going to be around for a while. Yeah. Patrice, listen, this is how you make it funny, all right?
Eric and Kathy, my husband and I are on the verge of celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, nice.
1 year of marital bliss. We never went on a real honeymoon and are trying to decide where to go. I've heard all of you talk about the vacations you've taken in the past, whether personal or work-related. We were wondering, what did you guys best?
Oh, boy, that's tough.
Beach and sun and that's what they're hoping for their 1-year anniversary.
I remember the Dominican Republic. I don't know why that one sticks out. I really enjoyed that, but the most recent was good, too.
Yeah.
I like the best.
I think I'm a guy, too.
I think I like because it seemed more accessible, and it seemed that you could go out and do more things.
Right. It's pretty cool. Melissa's the only one that I know that can sleep while riding over more than God ever created. It's sound asleep.
That's so true. I did do that with the Dominican. I was
out. Sam came in with confidence and hit it out of the park today.
That's good. What a filthy show they are.
See? They like to get edgy there, Patrice.
Oh, are they a dirty, dirty show?
A dirty show.
I feel like reporting them.
Yeah.
There's one on TV that's just like it. Like a TV version of those guys. With the.
See, now you're with us.
Yeah.
The morning TV's filled with these couples. These fake couples.
God.
Yeah.
How are they not just kicked off the air with that type of language?
How is it number one?
She's riding over all kinds of beef and Dominican beef.
The best kind of beef.
Best kind of beef is that Dominican
like
beef. She's riding it.
There you go.
That is number one.
Well, I don't know if it's number one. It's up there.
It's beating you guys in Chicago?
Oh, yeah. It's beating us.
And unlike other shows, we have no problem admitting our status in these cities. Yeah, in Chicago, shows like that are beating us. Why? I don't know.
Well, they're edgier than us, based on that last clip.
Oh, yeah. If they did that every morning, I'd listen.
Wow.
Let's say hi to Joe in Astoria. Joe, what's up?
Hey, man. How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into that contest.
What? The Wii for a Wii?
You want to win a Wii?
See, there's a lot of interest already.
I've been trying to get one of those for like 3 months.
We've noticed that we've been losing our balls in the last few months, and we got to kind of bring back that edge.
Now, Joe, does it make you nervous that the last Wii for a Wii contest there was a fatality?
Oh, no. Me and my friends have had stupid contests like this before.
All right.
Yeah, I think that was once in a lifetime type of thing, and we're going to prove that by doing a Wii for a Wii on the Opie and Anthony show next week.
Oh, yeah, that sounds perfect, guys.
All right.
You want to hang on? Maybe we get his info?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
All right,
hold on.
And we'll have plenty of water around, so don't you worry. There's Joe in Astoria. All right, we got to take a break, and we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony show. You know what? We never did it's getting old fast here, the FCC complaints about the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl obviously was almost 2 months ago now, but these complaints just became available.
Starting to roll in.
And they're pretty funny. The one complaint, it ends with, "Thanks, CBS, for turning my son gay." Can we read a few of these when we get back, hopefully?
Yeah. Oh, man, that sounds good.
All right, It's the Opie and Anthony show. We're making a lot of people nervous out there, Ant.
I see.
We got bosses falling and everything.
Yeah.
We have to do this. We have to show our balls. We have to show the rest of radio that you shouldn't be scared.
I think it's time. I think it's time to push back a little bit.
We will do a Wii for a Wii next week on the Opie and Anthony show, the famous contest that killed the listener. And we're sorry for her and her family, obviously, but we got to show radio that you can do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's the ONA virus spreading across America. So the Super Bowl, we teased that we were going to talk about this, and somebody on Instant Feedback, guys, the Super Bowl was like a month and a half ago. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But the complaints are now available to the public.
Yeah, the wheels of the government turn very slowly.
Yeah.
So these are just starting to get out. These are the complaints, actual complaints, that people wrote in to the FCC about the Super Bowl halftime show and the commercials that aired on during the Super Bowl. Now, this also shows how little people know about what is allowed and what isn't allowed over the public airwaves.
And how great is it, too, that they think they got a handle on the halftime show after the Janet Jackson thing.
Yeah.
And they think they're covering all their bases and making sure nothing crazy will happen, and there won't be chatter on Monday morning about that crazy thing that happened. And there you have Prince pretty much playing a you-know-what, a phallic symbol.
Yeah, he used his guitar behind a silhouette screen.
You got to think the executives at CBS and the NFL are just lost their minds like, oh, my God, we didn't think of this. Yeah. This is going to be a problem.
He went behind a silhouette screen and used the neck of his guitar as he was playing it as if it was, a sexual part of his body, and started, as he's going up and down the neck of the guitar playing his leads, it looked like he was doing stuff to himself. So people actually wrote into the FCC to complain about that. And then the other one was the Snickers commercial.
Yeah.
With the two mechanics in the garage that ended up kissing each other.
Well, the one guy was eating a Snickers bar, the other guy wanted a bite, but their hands were dirty from working on a car, so he went in to try to take a bite off the Snickers bar that was in the other guy's mouth. Got a little too close, and it was turned into a homo kiss.
It turned into a kiss between two men. Now, that's the one that really shows that people don't know what is allowed as far as the FCC goes and what isn't. To complain about that, that's completely allowed to be on television. There isn't anything the FCC can do to fine a company for putting that on the air. It's allowed. Just because it's against your beliefs or your religion or anything like that doesn't mean you can't air it. The FCC isn't the place to waste their time by writing complaints in about it.
Are some complaints just that commercial stunk?
I bet they get those,
that commercial just
stunk. Well, we'll fine the company for putting out stinky commercials.
Such awful material.
Yeah.
Let's get into the complaints. So here's the first one from somebody. I don't know where their name is. Jody. No, that's the one this was assigned to. It doesn't have the name of the person, I guess.
No, I think they're anonymous, of course.
The complaint summary. This is what the person wrote in to the FCC. It was obscene to show Prince a homosexual.
A homosexual.
I say it like that because homosexual is in capital letters.
Capitals, yeah, they don't like
a homosexual person through a sheet as to show his silhouette while his guitar showed a very phallic symbol coming from his below midriff section. His guitar, by the way, is beyond strange looking to begin with. I'm very offended, and I would prefer not to have showed it to my 4 children who love football. One of them has hoped to be a quarterback, and now he will turn out gay.
Someone actually wrote that.
By the way, this isn't a comedy writer. These are actual complaints. We live among these people in America.
But don't you understand? That's why Susan and Philip show, that's why it's number one. Because that's who's out there. No one who's an ass writes.
Right.
Like we sit there and go, this stinks. We don't write that stuff. We don't know what knows.
And then to think just by watching that, your son's going to turn homosexual.
Yeah, and she finishes by saying, I am actually considering to check him for HIV. Now you're sitting there going, there's no way some dummy wrote this. No, she wrote this and sent it to the FCC. This wasn't a goof email to her friends at the office. Thanks, CBS, for turning my son gay in capital letters. The next one.
This is Nagel?
I find
the name?
I find it highly unacceptable to have a family watching a sporting event only to find Prince stroking, manipulating, and fondling his guitar behind the curtain. This image only made him look extremely large, which made the rest of us feel small and unable to perform this evening.
Unable to perform. Now, that guy sounds a little goofy.
I don't think so, though. People are just dumb out there.
Can we acknowledge that? Can we do me a big favor, please? Just one thing for me. Could you just add, when you say people, just add the word white?
Yeah, that's another thing.
I would love to disagree with you, Patrice, but you're kind of right.
Just please.
If you profile these letters and stuff, it's definitely white people.
Just white people.
Fair is fair. The Schwoogie gets a bad rep on this show, but we got to call it like
if
we see
it was somebody
These
black
are crazy white people.
This is just white.
You're kind of,
Yep.
You got him. All right, here's one about the Snickers commercial. Actual summary to the FCC. Actual complaint summary to the FCC. The Snickers bar commercial promoting homosexual behavior was disgraceful, Also, the giant shadow phallus from Prince's guitar was equally disgraceful. This behavior has no place in a primetime major family event. It was easier explaining to the kids about Jackson's boob being exposed than explaining the pro-homosexual theme of this year's event. We will never watch live again, only on TiVo, with the halftime filth show cut out. It's pathetic when you can't keep porn out of the Super Bowl just because 6% of the population is gay.
Jeez. These people are, well, these white people.
Exactly.
Are,
I thought I saw Peyton Manning's panties showing through his hip guard.
I saw a bulge.
I just can't take it anymore. Your people.
Here's another one. This is the Snickers commercial again. This is a commercial during Super Bowl. It was a candy bar commercial that showed two guys kissing. My husband was in the kitchen when our son said, "What the F?" My husband rushed in to see the men kissing. This violates our religious beliefs and exposes our children to obscene and disgusting material they are taught are wrong. I want something done about this.
Where'd your kid learn what the F?
Well, yeah.
What other mistakes was you? When your kid was watching the adult program by himself, at what point did he learn how to say what the F?
You know what's sad about this? These people started all this, and they got rid of the Snickers commercial. They bailed. They bailed on the whole commercial. But
do you see, especially that letter, it says, this violates our religious beliefs and exposes our children to obscene and disgusting material they are taught are wrong. That wasn't obscene. It wasn't obscene in where the FCC can do anything about it. They actually wrote to the FCC about this with no knowledge of what the hell the FCC is supposed to do. Just idiots.
They should have a company that you write when you like stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
like
there you go.
Something where you only can write positive stuff so you can read. Oh, no, I got the Snickers commercial. I understood the context of it. It was good.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the next complaint. I was shocked to see the Snickers commercial on television last night. Two individuals, men, engaged in a very sensual sexual scene. Obviously so caught up in the heat of the moment that they forgot they were men, and it was inappropriate to be acting in such a way. I realize the Super Bowl ads are a big thing in advertising, but who monitors the content? I was disgusted and shocked. My two kids, 8 and 10, were also watching, and they were shocked.
Were they?
Does paying a lot of money for these coveted time slots give companies free reign to air whatever they like? Come on, folks. It's 7 on a Sunday night Super Bowl.
Yeah, so? It was a goof commercial. God, people are so uptight about things.
Could you stop with the people?
Are we allowed
White
to do this?
people are so uptight about this. What is the deal when, like, because we talked about it earlier about a porno, when you're watching a porno and it's a gay porno and the guys start like kissing, you go like, because it's just against anything that a hetero guy could sit there and watch comfortably. It's very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But that was like a goofy commercial thing. It wasn't gay porno. It shouldn't upset people to the point where, and I'm sure your kids, 8 and 10, were probably laughing at it. You know, I don't think they were shocked. It's like the Janet Jackson thing. The kids, I had kids in the room. They didn't see it. It flashed by so quickly, and then the news played it 8,000 times, and that's probably where they saw it.
Yeah, the news showed everybody in the end.
Black boob. White people.
White people get very upset at this kind of thing. I would love to know how many black people write in complaints to the FCC.
Not even a drop.
Probably not a one.
I'm with you, Patrice.
We complain outwardly.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys get uppity. Trust me.
Yeah,
when it comes to actually writing.
You know about it. We ain't going dear nobody. No.
Yeah.
We don't believe anybody really is going to read it, but we know people going to hear it.
Unlike Dice, you do it face to face.
But I'll tell you what you guys do.
Oh, boy.
We're not covert.
Like, you know how to march. No. You people can march.
You know how to.
I'll tell you that.
You might not know how to write, but you guys know how to march.
White people
can march.
White people most covert in the corner. Dear, I don't like, and then they go out and they're like, "Hi, homosexual that I'm not uncomfortable with. Hi, black person. Hi, Mexican person.
Yeah,
phony baloney."
All right, here we go. One more complaint here. The indecent material is part of a Snickers commercial in which an adult male working on a car places a Snickers bar in his mouth. He then, using the Snickers bar in his mouth, simulates an erection next to the face of his male coworker. The other male eats the bar from the opposite end while both men are making all sorts of noises. They ultimately make lip contact. This material exceeds indecency, and it's obscene.
Well, that person sure read into that a little deeper than it was meant to.
Dear Caucasian. Did I say Caucasian?
Dear white person.
Before this is over, can I please say something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Danny has a bump on his head. He looks like a Sinbad villain. Like it's the biggest bump I've ever seen.
What happened?
It's disturbing.
What happened?
I don't know. I broke out kind of bad.
Aww.
I have like 8 of them.
It looks like Vladimir Klitschko punched you.
It's one of those.
Thanks for bringing that up, Patty K.
It's one of those alcoholic zits that pop up.
I used to call that one I used to call those the Cyclops.
Yeah.
When you get one like that.
He's sweating booze, and
Oh my God, Danny!
he's sweating booze, and this is what happened.
Oh, what a bastard!
It's distracting.
He's got a third eye in the middle of his forehead. Oh, he's walking out.
There's a boxing glove on his forehead.
It takes a lot for him to walk out too.
Why don't you just go spin around on a rock by the ocean? Keep the ships from running into you.
You know what? I'm going to write the FCC about Danny's face.
He just put on a hat.
Thank God.
He just put on a winter hat.
Thank God he
Going down to his eyebrows.
Dear FCC, I shouldn't have to look at that bump while I'm listening to FCC complaints.
Well,
poor Danny.
You got more, but you get the point there, I'm sure. So, hey, this was a lot of fun today, Patrice. Thank you so much.
No problem, white guy.
Shut up.
Everybody's white today.
Yeah. That was a very white segment.
And let's not forget, Jimmy's at the Improv in Pittsburgh all weekend long. He'll be back, I think, Tuesday. Patrice is going over to XM with us, and tomorrow night he does his own show on XM.
Yeah, Black Phillip, man.
Yep.
9 p.m. to 12.
Very, very
where
cool.
I can discuss threesomes and other things.
And love and...
For 2 hours. It's a helpful show, man.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people get helped
all right.
in their relationship.
Maybe we'll see you guys in Huntington this Sunday at the Bros Restaurant there. And don't forget, next week, a we for a we on the Opie and Anthony Show. That's right. You're hearing us correctly. We'll have more details on that. Guys, have a great weekend. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not joining us over at XM, I guess we'll see you Monday.